What the fuck? No, now we're no. Okay, that's fucking awesome. Great.
Roll credits.
All right.
This week on the Snooze Room.
Today. Is the camera on us now?
Yeah.
All right, episode over.
How does it look? Looks a little different. Looks a little bright. Reporting live.
We're special. We get the bright dentist light.
Reporting live from the dentist office. The one who gets you hooked up with all the nitrous and make sure you really don't remember your visit there. I love that video of Ozzy Osbourne at the dentist, and he's just like just getting pumped up with nitrous. That's a good video. But I digress. This is for all you fucking haters out there that say, "Oh, when are you gonna get some real lights?"
Right now.
What is the hater percentage?
I'm a proud Snooze Room hater.
Shows the YouTube
We don't have
graph.
Instagram, no haters. YouTube, back when we used to get views on the shorts, there were some haters.
Oh, thank God we got Rocket League.
Yeah.
Can we watch this at double speed?
I actually got
let's
recommended
do
one
that.
of your shorts.
Okay, now that
Oh my God.
you see what it looks like, you see it HD. Okay, that's all you're gonna get till season 2, because it's going back to pink.
Is this season 1?
Yeah, this is season 1.
Are you planning on taking a break?
Yeah.
Please keep it.
So you and I are actually a pretty high percentage of season 1 then.
Yeah? Wow.
Whoa.
I'm honored.
How many
Have there been any
episodes
duplicate
already?
guests so far?
Beautiful. What?
Have there been any
The Justins.
The Justins. Okay.
Yeah, this is the second time we have a duplicate, but really, that brings us into the introduction. This is like a half reprisal of people. Of course, we're joined again by Levi and Levi, but today we are really honoring and taking a closer look at the band Lying Through Our Teeth. And I'm joined by the lovely Evan, who plays drums, amongst other things. But today, he's representing his drummer expertise from Lying Through Our Teeth. And I'm also joined by Guy, who plays the bass from Lying Through Our Teeth.
Yes.
And these guys are awesome. I've seen them at a bunch of shows.
Yeah.
But I gotta ask, because the last time I went to a show, Guy, you weren't there. And
Yeah.
that was a fucking really cool show. And I was like,
Oh.
Jesus, man.
Damn, bro. No, that's just how it goes, to be honest.
What's the beef?
No, in all honesty, I've just been super busy. I just moved into a new house. Like, I just graduated, and I've just been on 2 big trips,
Right.
or I guess like a few different travel things. But the most recent is I went to Lebanon. That's why I think I wasn't at this show.
Lebanon. That's
Yeah.
super cool. I love fucking Lebanese food.
Thank you. Yeah, my family makes it.
I'm sure it's totally different over there than
no,
what it
it's
is.
it's great. It's great. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I was sad I couldn't make it. Sad I couldn't make it. What were you saying?
What?
He actually has personal beef with the Barbie movie and with Oppenheimer.
Really?
Yeah.
This is
Wow.
I mean, there's a reason it's called Lying Through Our Teeth. Anyways, let's move on.
Yeah, Lying Through Our Teeth. I think that'll be the theme of this.
Wait, actually, Oppenheimer was hard to watch, to be honest.
It was hard to watch.
It was like a Mr. Beast video, bro. There's cuts every 3 seconds for 3 hours, dude. 3 hours. Oh my God. One scene saved the movie, but like the rest was pretty bad.
Which one?
The bomb, the explosion.
I thought it was the one where he was having sex with
No,
the
that
big
was
booby lady.
no. Oh no.
What?
That was pretty hot.
Dude,
to
she
be
was.
honest.
Yeah, Evan knows.
Yeah.
No, it.
Remember,
I
Andrew?
enjoyed it.
Dude, her.
Nope.
It was awesome.
It was.
Bad.
It was artistic. I mean, it was mainly was the symbolism.
It was about the art.
Film bro moment. Anyway, it was bad.
Are you a film bro?
No.
Okay, yeah.
I haven't seen the Barbie movie.
Yeah, me
yet.
neither. You don't have to see it.
Okay.
Girl movie.
I mean, isn't it kind of like made for kids?
No.
No, not really.
That's
no.
the whole
it's
point.
It's like a.
Really?
It's like an all.
Yeah, it's
Says
like
the 19-year-old.
No, it was like
Oh,
the
my
most
bad.
brand deals I've ever seen ever in a movie or in anything ever. And then you go anywhere and it's all still brand deals. It's like an AR experience.
The Barbie movie?
Yeah, yeah.
That's kind of the vibe I got from the new Transformers movie.
Still making those?
Yeah. Well, it's they rebooted it.
No Shia LaBeouf?
No, well, they got rid of Shia LaBeouf a long time ago. They got rid of him in like 2009.
Oh, really?
They made like 4 movies without him. Yeah, there's more movies without him than with him.
Well, I don't care for that.
Really?
No. I don't like Shia LaBeouf.
He was fun in those movies.
But you need like a total dirtbag in those movies.
But he wasn't a dirtbag in those. He was just off the fucking like chains, just like deranged, just like screaming. It was awesome.
I think that's what Levi said.
Yeah. No, we're saying the same thing.
What did you?
Dirtbag. Lying, leather-wearing dirtbag.
But I don't remember him lying during the movie.
He looks like that. You think he's ever? Come on.
I don't know. I haven't seen those movies since I was a kid, so it's I don't know what it's like now. I really don't. I didn't know you were really invested, man. I mean, you're not because you
I'm
haven't
not.
clearly. Clearly. I mean,
Are they still just like spending $200 million to like CGI a car?
yeah, but it was better back then. It was really violent. Like they could like Michael Bay was like.
Are they more tame now?
Yeah.
Oh, is Michael Bay still making them?
No.
Oh.
The last 2 were not Michael Bay, but it was what you had to appreciate with Michael Bay was he realized that he realized that I'm getting doubling in my microphone. I don't know if
There's a little latency going on.
I don't know if it's a latency, but
It's just with yourself.
is it? Oh, okay. It's
Yeah,
just
it shouldn't show up.
It's just okay. That makes sense. Anyways, he realized with those movies that since it's robots, they can like do Mortal Kombat fatalities on each other and like bleed, but it's like robot blood. So who gives a shit?
It's just lube.
Yeah, it's just oil. So they can get away with it. So like there was like some crazy deaths, like people's faces being ripped off, but it's just like cars. Who cares?
It's cars.
Yeah.
They should do that with the Cars movies.
You guys just released a single, but that's actually a lie because there's 2 songs on the single.
That's how it
Yeah,
goes.
there's 2 songs.
Is it called a double then?
I hope not.
Yeah, I don't like the way that sounds.
No.
But it's not a single. That's a little
There's like a
misleading.
B-side,
The
you know?
bonus. Okay, that's nice. That's a good way of putting it. A B-side. I listened to it today. You sent it to me today. I got to say it was there was a lot more electronic influence in there that I thought was really cool. And I just want to know what's the deal with that.
So, with most of the studio stuff for Lying, it's actually just me.
Mm-hmm.
Evan and Guy have just kind of been helping out with the live stuff.
Right.
Bringing in more people for the studio stuff is something that I'm interested in. But to be honest with you, all the stuff that I've hit send on since whenever has just been me releasing basically just like stuff that's been in the back catalog for God knows how long.
Mm-hmm. So this stuff's been cooking for a while.
I wrote and recorded Give Me That, like the first one on there.
Yeah.
Over a year ago. And then just now just kind of hit send and polished it up.
Yeah, I got the file a year ago to start practicing it. So
Right.
Yeah, I got it a while back. But that's not to say that we haven't made anything together. I've made quite a bit with Levi. Like, I actually met him. We started by producing stuff together, basically.
Right.
But yeah, like, that's something I noticed right away getting into the band is that, like, I guess a lot more of the sound for, like, the recordings is that more electronic thing. Mm-hmm. Like, I've heard a lot of that side of Levi's stuff before joining the actual band. So it was like, at first I was like, oh, how should we integrate this? But then it's kind of more like the live shows have their thing and the
and that's
recordings
not,
have their thing.
You know, that's not to say that the live shows don't incorporate that. Because I think especially with what you do, with what you showed me with, plugging in directly.
True.
With, and I don't know if Guy, you do that with your bass, but with your guitar, it definitely has that tone. Like you have your like signature like guitar tone that I think is super cool, and then there's also the but it's definitely way more electronic on the recording, which I think is really cool. I think it's really different. And I think it is a good idea for bands out there to distinguish what they do live with what's recorded, so you can get away with a lot more.
It's also a fun process to like kind of like I write as I'm recording things.
Yeah.
So like I'm writing with a drum machine, or
I heard
like adding some synths and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or like, like big like 808 basses or
and
whatever.
choruses,
like,
like layered vocals. You can't do that live. I
No,
mean, some
yeah.
bands can, but then it's like, oh shit, we got 6 people. Is this like slow mo?
Yep.
That's pretty
thank you.
awesome.
We got like 6 people on stage, and it's like taking it up. But like, if you want to do that same effect, you like you said, you just need one person recording, and you can do anything you want.
I mean, like when you get to like the choruses of that song, you're probably hearing like 16 vocals.
So, are you playing the drums in those recordings?
That's all like programmed, just
All
like drum
programmed?
machine stuff.
What's your opinion on drum machines? Because I think it's a bit of a divisive topic, and
Very
I'd like to get
pro drum machine.
and I'd like to get Evan's take on this too, because he is a drummer. But
Eben might want to shut his ears when Levi talks about drum machines.
right.
Yeah, well, honestly, I have nothing against drum machines. Like, I've used it in the off-piece recordings before. And so, honestly, you could get a cleaner and more distinct sound sometimes. And personally, it's more of an artistic choice and less of a, like, oh, you don't have the ability to record it. Because, like, eventually we're probably going to do a live album of all the songs that Levi has made.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I think the biggest argument against drum machines, it's like it's soulless. There's it's stale. There's no dynamics to it. It all sounds the same. I feel like that's probably like the majority take that I hear. That's probably what most people side on. So like, do you think those people are kind of like have like a elitist mindset and they should be a bit more open-minded, or is there some truth to that?
I think they need to get better at programming drums.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, like from a producer standpoint, like that you can make fake drums sound really real and you can make them sound just as lively. But I think sometimes, like especially with Levi stuff, sometimes what you're after is almost that like canned drum sound.
Yeah.
So like I think that doesn't sound soulless. It just sounds like, oh, it's the machine. It's like the machine drum, that old school kind of sound.
Yeah.
But like if you wanted to program something that has feel to it, you can also do that, I think.
And how do you do that? What program do you use? Also, Andrew, you can turn up Guy's mic a little bit.
I do everything in Ableton and all the live stuff. So like all our guitars and sometimes our vocals are going through Ableton Live as well,
Mhm.
like when we're playing places.
And you just like sample drums from there, and then or do you have a drum pad? Or?
I occasionally will actually like kind of play in drums with
Yeah.
MIDI controllers or whatever, but usually I'm just clicking them in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not for live though.
Yeah, but they're all classic, like old drum machines, like 707s, like 505. I don't know if that's what I've
Well,
heard.
and
in
that's
this
that's
stuff.
another thing is like it's also an artistic choice in the sense of like some of those old drum machines that you're hearing those on tons of your favorite records, and it's also kind of part of the aesthetic at that point.
Do you think, and this is just like if you have any on the top of your head, like what's like a surprising like drum machine used in like music that people might not have known? It's like, oh shit.
Scarlet Begonias by Sublime. That's a drum machine sampled from, like, not Authority, but it's like an old rap group.
Mm.
That's all sampled drums. And a lot of, like, old ska stuff and hip-hop is all
Really?
sampled.
Well, yeah, I mean, people know hip hop, of course. I mean, it's just it's a lot of sampling and stuff. But for some reason, they get a pass to just kind of sample everything in. But I guess we got to do everything. We got to do everything hard. What are we doing? What is this?
We're opening the ska count.
Yeah, we're at number 1.
Oh no.
Is that right? Really?
Yeah, can we get that up in like the like
Ska count.
somewhere up here maybe? Yeah.
Strike one.
Strike one.
Strike one.
I'll wait
Okay.
to throw in another one.
Okay, cool.
Hey, I'll wait like 10 minutes.
Before what?
When I
Start
think
the
about all the
10-minute
time,
counter.
Yeah.
that song "I Want to Dance with Somebody"
Yeah.
was I wrote like a 15-page paper about this in college about how it was the first number one to use the classic like 808 drum machine.
Mm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Pretty banger.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of stuff, like when you hear recordings, a lot of it's sample replaced. Like, I feel like only in certain genres and like in scenes are you really hearing like live drums these days, a lot of it's replaced or just very specifically sectioned out and produced in certain orders. It's very different than just like capturing a band in a room at one point.
I mean, like nowadays, I mean, there's the capability of just like a drummer writing a part and you literally just mapping the whole thing out and having it sound perfect. And the only thing stopping you from doing that is pretty much just sitting down and being like, okay, well, like, not to say it's like an ego thing. It's just more of like a you wrote it, you play it thing, which is like, I totally understand that. But it's just interesting. You know, you can just, if you don't feel like playing the drums, you don't have to. But not to say that there's no skill in programming them. It's like, I have no fucking clue how to do that. And coming from someone who doesn't know how to play drums, I'd rather fucking figure it out on the drums than try to program it, because that shit is awful. For me. Because I'm bad at that kind of shit.
It can be a miserable learning curve.
Mm-hmm.
But once you kind of get it down, it's like, I kind of can like have like basic drums programmed down on a track in like 15 minutes.
Right.
And then I can record around that. And then like one of the last steps I do with a song is I'm like, how can I make the drums interesting the whole time? And then I go back in and do all of the like kind of making the drums feel a little more real, lively, adding some drum fills, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Adding breaks, all those little things.
Interesting. Very cool. I mean, yeah, and then it's one thing to do that kind of shit in post, and then there's another thing where like you can incorporate that live, and it's like, you know, like Guy was busy that week, so you were able to just two-man it and just. I was fucking real talk, like I was blown away. I was like,
Did you like the ass?
The what?
The ass.
Whose ass?
The ass.
Whose ass?
The 3-string bass.
I had no idea. Yeah, I mean, it was. I liked the sound that came out of it. I'm like, where's this guitar tone coming out of? Where's the bass tone coming out of? I had no idea what was happening, and it sounded good. It sounded solid. It sounded good.
It's big, like you hear it. You know.
Well, first of all, good is relative, but do you want to explain how that setup works?
Yeah. So again, we're doing everything in Ableton.
I love this.
I have a bass patch that's just kind of a traditional bass sound. And then I have another bass track that has less low end, more distorted, that's also right down the middle.
Okay.
So the bass kind of like cuts through in a bass way. But then I also, on both sides, I have like stereo guitar stuff. So it's the bass was getting pitched up an octave and then running through like traditional guitar amp stuff.
I'm going to pretend like I completely understood all of that and be like, wow, that's really cool.
It's the equivalent of having 3 amps on stage, right?
Yeah, it would be like having 3 amps on stage, and then like
for one instrument.
Is there any harmony or pitch thing going on, or is
there's a pitch shifting going on. So there's also an extra octave. So there's the bass octave,
an octaver, okay,
and then there's an octave up that's doing the guitar stuff.
Interesting, man. Yeah, I think that's way cooler than like well, it's also a lot easier than like pre-recording a bass, because then you have to play in time with that pre-recording, and that just seems like a fucking.
That's the thing, is that just seems like a bitch for Eben.
Yeah, exactly.
Then he has to play to a click,
and then he has to have a monitor, or or like a headset on, and
also like
I'm working on it.
The investment in like drum triggers and headphones, like that's a lot.
I've already got them.
Are you serious? I mean,
Working
I guess we just need to start practicing with them, but I think probably in the next couple months, like we could totally roll that out for live shows.
We've talked about it.
Yeah, I can tell. That's cool. That's cool stuff. So that way you can just replace Evan too. He can just automize his job.
Damn.
I'm just kidding.
Hey, where's the front door?
In theory. Oh, you don't want to leave my house through the front door. There's a bunch of spider webs out there. I can tell the UPS guy the one this morning had a hard time because the package barely made it. Like, it did not make it to the store. It was like barely out there, like in a bush. I could tell he struggled because all the spider webs are gone, and he's the only one who walked through there because I don't take my dog out there. It was fucking bad, bro. It's bad. Huge webs, but you know,
Just
God
in time
bless.
for Halloween.
Just in time for Halloween.
Exactly.
Not a big Halloween fan though.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like fall. I like summer and spring.
I feel that. I mean, these 2 months, like October, August, it just feels the hottest around here with the heat.
What about
nothing
September?
in the middle?
Yeah, nothing in the middle. It just
September
sucks.
It's the summertime sadness.
The August to October pipeline.
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
It's crazy these days.
But yeah, I mean, Oh, jeez. So yeah, that last show. I mean, I was shocked that when I got there, because were you guys planning on closing that show out? Because on the flyer, it's,
I think us playing last might have been a bit of a last minute adjustment.
What
Our flyers don't represent what the lineup order is.
Okay.
That too.
Disclaimer. Disclaimer. We lie on the flyers, hence the name.
Yeah,
feel bad
normally,
with that
one.
normally the
Excuses.
biggest band goes second to last because the last band normally gets screwed.
Fucked
so,
in the ass. Yeah.
So fuck lying through our teeth, basically.
I love headlining so much. Please let me headline all your shows. I love playing to 7 drunk people
We have a sleepy
at
community.
the sober space.
But I mean, yeah, but like you said, closing out a show is a huge undertaking. I mean, everyone's attention is on thin fucking ice, and for the people that were there, I mean, everyone had a blast. I think it was really fun. Everyone was
so the
moving.
Barbie show was great because by the end of the night, it was
Everyone had left.
everyone had left, or it was whoever was there sobering up to drive home, or all of our friends. So I had on all these sunglasses. I couldn't see shit. And then I'm looking at these pictures afterwards, and it's just everyone I know beating the shit out of each other while I'm playing Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy. That's the dream.
That is the dream.
I gained a lot of bruises in that mosh pit.
You were going hard in that mosh pit. That was a fun one, though.
It was rough.
That was a really fun one, yeah. It was a good show. I was honestly nervous when I saw it was just you two, and I'm like, these guys are closing it out. But it was a really cool vibe.
That is the hardest part of the 2-man setup, is that it is also like an extra pressure, especially because, like, I mean, Eben's back there. I mean, he's drumming his ass off or whatever,
Right.
but being the only person up front moving around, and being the only instrumentalist that way.
Well, you also went from Funds for Jimmy with 13 strings
Yeah.
to Lying Through Our Teeth with 3 on the ass. So that was a
3
fun
in a
transition.
dream.
To be clear, I didn't break a string.
No.
I thought it was funnier if I only played with 3.
Did you practice playing 3 strings? Or
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Strings have been broken though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he has the highest bass string break count.
Do you have
In the world.
Do you have the count?
2. But yeah,
Have you ever broken a bass string?
No. I just bought my first bass.
Ooh, what'd you get?
It's a short scale. It's a short scale Ibanez.
That's
It's
cool.
Hell yeah.
I fucking love it. It's purple.
Hell yeah.
It's purple, and I put new button knobs on it. I'm so proud of it.
How many strings does it have?
It's got 4 strings.
That's too many.
I've seen worse, though.
Yeah, hey, come on. We're civil. Come on. Hey.
My apologies.
And then the
It's gonna
rule
take
is
a lot
if
of
you do
shots.
one, you got to do one with a friend. So whoever wants to
Ooh, I'm
join
going to have
in
to
with
bring a
that.
friend then.
Yeah. But
We're not friends.
yeah.
I just like doing shots.
you just want to. You just
We-
like
we can
getting
be
drunk
friends
on.
for
You
this.
just like getting drunk on camera.
Cheers.
Salud. Yeah. Well, were you able to catch any of his performance, Guy? How do you think he did?
I haven't seen any videos actually, just photos, but it seems sick. I know how the like the amp sim stuff works behind the scenes, so I can imagine it sounded pretty cool. But yeah, like I guess my comment on the bass stuff, the bass strings, there was something up with those strings. There had to be. Like
What do
I
you
went
mean?
through the
No,
low
hold
E,
on.
and then the
The
A,
first
so
set
they
of
just-
strings that you broke, those were old strings.
Okay. Oh yeah.
The second set was fresh.
Okay.
You just are a
Yeah, I
you're
don't-
just like that.
I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty wild. But thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's what they get for hiring someone who's never played bass in a band so that's how it goes.
Bro is
Right.
just yoked.
But yeah, I think it was pretty sick, the setup. I definitely think that Levi has enough charisma to perform with just the two-man band, but
one's pushing it.
But yeah, like I don't know, like three strings though. That's saying something. You know?
That is ballsy, man. That's
no,
that's
but,
pretty fucking gnarly.
yeah. But
dude.
you know, I try to contribute how I can because I know I'm not gonna be the Levi in the band. Like I'm not gonna be that, but I can have the Beatle glasses. You know, like the
Yeah,
Beatle.
you got a bug mode.
I can go as close as possible to Beatle mode.
Yeah, dude.
But
I
I'll
remember
never
that.
get there. Beatle mode is impossible to reach. It's like
You're
it's
the
like a
Beetle
state
guy.
of being.
You're the Beetle. You're the bug guy.
You know, I'll take
That's
that.
you.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I mean, Are other people
Brand
wearing the
recognition.
Beatle glasses? Because they
Yeah.
shouldn't be.
Yeah,
Those are your glasses.
it's all about the Beetle mode.
Okay. Do you wanna dive into that or just?
I mean, if next time you see a beetle, that's going Beetle mode. But the thing is, none of us will ever do that.
You know how sometimes you see a bug? That's a fucking bug, bro.
No. It's a beetle. Beetle mode.
Beetle.
Beetle.
Did you know that the Beatles is spelled differently than Beatles? Beatles
All
is
right,
spelled
moving on.
No.
two
no,
E's.
no.
There's 2 E's in Beatles, and there's you get it. Anyway, so you guys
I don't get it. Can you explain it to me?
So crazy.
there's different vowels that they chose to use when they made the word Beatles for the British
All
guys.
right, let's do another shot with that.
Yeah, I think I need
I
one
knew
over
Beetle
here.
mode would come up. It was
I need
by
that.
design.
I need the big kahuna
Sometimes you got a
shot.
beetle mode.
When you in your oh shit!
He got that dog in him.
Oh fuck! There's shit everywhere. Oh man, I wish I had a
paper
paper
towels.
towel. Good thing there's these Levi stickers I can wipe it up with. There we go.
Hold on.
Hold
If you
on.
want to take a break, grab some paper towels and I can take a piss.
Oh, you can just take a piss and while you're in there, just grab paper towels. We'll hold a.
Okay.
This isn't lying through our teeth. We don't need you. We don't have to have you to.
We have
do
a
a
substitute
show.
Levi.
Yeah, there's 2 Levi's. That's the whole reason why we brought you. You didn't even take your shot first.
Yeah, come on.
Oh yeah.
Don't be a coward.
Okay, I'm looking closely here. I found a suspiciously similar logo to this in Lebanon.
Oh, let
I'm
me
trying
see.
to find the.
If you
I'm
wanna
trying to
send
find
it-
Hold on.
Well, we can put it on the big screen if you email it or send it to our Instagram. We can do that for you.
Oh, here it is. This is for Legrand.
Look,
Yep.
Wow.
Right
They're ripping us
there.
off.
you want to show the
Yeah.
middle camera?
Let's see here.
We'll do it the ghetto way. The DIY way. Andrew, you seen that? People at home, you're seeing that?
We are seeing it.
They're expanding international. Levi and Levi are in Lebanon.
It's not
Yep.
just barbecue anymore.
It's not. Yeah. Dude, they opened an L&L at San Diego State. It's fucking awesome.
I had my first L&L a few months ago, and I was unimpressed.
What'd you get?
Something with chicken in it. It was.
Wow.
Yeah, I
That's
don't-
very helpful
It
for
was
people.
It was all right.
Was it katsu or barbecue chicken? Was
Barbecue, I'm pretty sure.
So it was sauced up.
I think so. Yeah.
There was
Katsu's like the
Oh no!
breaded
No!
one,
I think it
right?
was katsu actually.
Katsu's crunchy.
Yeah.
And then they come with the sauce on the side.
I got one of the egg whatchamacallits that was pretty good though.
The egg,
I really know my shit here, but
the Mocha Locos.
maybe.
I don't know. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, make him clean it up.
Yeah, make me clean it up. Anyways, so you guys, could you like close it a little bit more, Andrew? Thank you.
God damn it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry.
So you guys have a single coming out on November 22nd.
EP.
Oh shit!
And it's November 10th.
But maybe
Besides all of the information, you had it correct.
well, that means you could have a you could have a single coming out on November 27th, maybe, alongside the EP coming out on November 10th.
See, the
Yes.
funny thing about these releases is that there's a bunch of songs on them that we don't even know. Because Levi does all the production, like he was saying. So each time there's like that B-side.
So do you ever
we just don't know the song.
do you ever get worried when you're like you open the record and you're like, oh shit?
I'm like, wait, what's this one?
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
That's how it goes. But
Right.
that's how we do it.
I have also made radical changes to songs without telling anyone.
Yeah, like the name.
That one.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I've had that kind of shit happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
In former
Yeah.
bands, I've just like totally changed. Like they would just leave me in they would oh, this is my beer. They would leave me to sing just by myself. They'd be like, "Okay, we're leaving. Can you get the vocal takes by yourself done?" I'm like, "Yep." And then I would just make up new lyrics. Like there was one time it was childish, but I just hated the song, so I just fucked the whole. Like it was already fucked. The song sucked. I just fucked it even more with the lyrics. And then when they heard it, they were pissed. But it was funny.
Well, Levi doesn't actually believe in lyrics, so that's always interesting. They're different every time.
Oh, you do that too?
I know all of the lyrics to all of my songs. What are you talking about?
I never learn lyrics to any of my
I know all of the lyrics to all of my songs. I don't have to look at my notes app right before I go on stage. I've never handwritten lyrics to reference on stage.
Do we
I've
tell
never
Levi that
done
his
that.
hair is crazy right now?
What's
Or
wrong with
not?
it? Is it a little messy?
Don't say anything.
No, I'd leave that.
No one said anything.
Yeah, don't say anything.
Shit. Anyway, so this EP,
Hell yeah.
this EP, what's it looking like? How many songs? How big is it? How small is it? Is there gonna be?
It's a one-song EP.
Is it really?
It's slightly below average size. But, you know, like, the American national average. Come on.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
Like
Come
there's
on.
so many, there's so many like different
Talking to
types
Mike.
of people. There's so many different types of people. Like you gotta account for all those things.
Right.
There's no shame in smallness, you know?
No
Length
shame.
don't matter.
It doesn't matter. But if it's skinny and small, then
Yikes.
No,
you
it's-
gotta have
it's
it girthy, like in sound.
you know where the real discrimination is circumcision, which is fucked up. That's a fucked up thing, because
I thought we were talking about songs here.
Is everyone else not Guy, you're circumcising your songs, right?
Every time. That's why they call it decapitator for a reason.
Wait, isn't like circumcising your song when you make it just fade out?
I think that's
This
what
is a
it is.
super niche producer
No,
joke.
that's
I don't
compressing.
know the general
Circumcising
audience.
is when you cut the tip
Hopefully
off
they
your
know
dick
it.
when you're a baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
Totally
I
headless.
thought we were talking about music.
I mixed it up completely.
We are.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Anyways, lying through our teeth.
So
You
the
guys got a
EP
show
the
this
EP
Friday.
Oh wait. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
At the Shea Cafe
Yes.
Yes.
again.
Yes.
Yes.
And there's some other bands, some classics on that bill. How do you guys want to? You had a great showing at the Barbie show, and now Guy's gonna join in on this Friday.
Yes.
How do you guys want to come out on this show? What's the impression we want to leave? Is it a different one, or is it just
Loud.
loud? Okay, that's
Aiming for loud.
as opposed to before, where that wasn't as much of a priority.
No, it's always
That's
been a
been
priority,
always
but
been a priority.
but we have about 3 times the power amps now, so it's going to be a problem.
Why is that a problem?
Well, because you won't be able to hear after the first set on Friday.
Yeah, the first time we played, I forgot to wear earplugs, and I was right next to the crash cymbal, so that was tough.
Yeah.
You won't be able to hear the drums, actually.
Yeah.
Like probably, honestly, you won't be able to hear the drums.
So why don't you mic them?
Well, we will, because we're going to have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Shea's cool with that because they have a PA system of their own.
Yeah, so I mean, do you want to fully explain the live setup a little bit on how that works?
Are we doing inside or outside?
Inside.
It's
Okay.
all this is a
inside.
normal Shea show. It's all inside.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So what's going to happen is there's going to be the Shea PA setup,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's going to be our PA setup, and ours is probably about louder than theirs at this rate.
It
But
definitely is.
they're both going.
Both are going.
That's
Well, why don't we explain how the live setup works? So at least in basic terms, with the
Yeah,
laptop
so-
through 8 Sapphires and everything.
I'm a nerd now.
yeah.
I can give whoever's mixing at Shea individual controls on the Shea board for like guitars, bass, and vocals, and I can have my own controls for the on-stage volume for all those.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all going to be at all. You're gonna
All of it.
You're gonna turn it all the way up.
You're gonna
Yeah.
hear them.
Okay. Is that for all the bands or just you?
Just me.
Just lying. Okay. Are you guys closing this one out too?
No, we're just opening.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So everybody's deaf before any of the other bands go on.
That's great. That's yeah.
So while everybody's smoking outside or drinking outside,
There's
at
the
the-
They'll
PAs
definitely
smoking
hear us.
inside.
they'll still be able to hear you outside.
We're gonna like magnetize them.
Well, that's not the best
No.
strategy. because
No, it's
one's-
not. No. Nobody said it was the best strategy, but
It's the loudest one.
it's going to be the loudest. Yeah. So basically, we have the same speakers, if not probably louder than the ones that Shay has on stage, and then those are also getting sent to the front of house speakers too. So there's a ridiculous amount of sound emanating from the stage.
just for lying, and you're just gonna turn it off when the
Yeah.
lights come on.
Well, because it's all
That
the
seems
guitars are going through. It's basically guitar amps because everything's run through Ableton.
And it's what makes Levi's guitar tone so much different.
And
than
you're getting in
everyone
on the
else's.
action, Evan, because you're gonna be mic'd up. What PA is he going through?
The front
Probably
of
just
house.
the front of
Yeah,
houses.
this
Yeah,
front of
normal
house.
front house.
Right.
I don't-
Are you bringing the Carvins in?
Yeah.
Ooh, those
The
are
big
nice.
ones.
Yeah, those are cool. I
They're-
like those.
They're 3 feet tall each, so we'll have
Which is average. I mean, below.
exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, which is great. Yeah, I mean that's very exciting stuff. I mean, I think I've heard from a few people. I think a lot of people are going to be going to that show.
Apparently, they're like lying through our teeth fans now.
No, there's not.
That's what we're hoping, but yeah, unfortunately.
No. I
And
mean,
they're
after
all
that
insane.
last performance, I can guarantee it. Like, real talk, a buddy of mine came with me, and he was very, very drunk. But he had he loved lying through our teeth. He was moshing like crazy. He had a good time. Just an energy, just a totally different energy that you really have to appreciate. And like, I don't think I saw that energy very much at Elfest too. But that show was kind of all over the place.
That was a chaotic show.
Yeah.
And it was a stressful one.
Yeah.
I waited in like 2 hours of traffic.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous that day.
One of the things that I like about lying through our teeth, and this, we were talking earlier about like the kind of the difference between like the studio stuff with the drum machines and
Yeah.
synths versus the live thing,
Uh-huh.
is one of the things I really like about it is that I can overproduce stuff myself at home, and then we can bring it into a room, and it's just 3 people kind of just balling. Like we're
Yeah,
just kind of just fucking around.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of the whole vibe. Is I like that there's that dynamic of overproduced studio stuff that you actually want to listen to on Spotify and is pleasant to listen to,
Yeah.
which I can't say about every local band.
Skrfunk.
Um,
Coming from someone who owns that original CD, holy shit.
people
But it's so true.
in a lot of the local bands have stuff on Spotify that is absolutely unlistenable.
Do you think there's a problem in the local scene with local bands finding affordable and accessible recording to make that kind of quality stuff?
a Focusrite 2i2 costs $109.99 on Amazon?
Yeah.
It's not how big it is; it's how you use it. Actually,
Thank you, Levi.
A lot of
it's
it,
true.
like when I was first starting to record stuff, me being limited on the gear I had was making me more creative. And so like personally, I think you can make like great songs on GarageBand if that's the only tool you have, or if the only tool you have is the Ableton intro, like that's 8 tracks. You could start putting them together and start making them like wider in sound. And a lot of it is honestly just on the person trying to produce it.
And that's what you kind of have to realize is if you're just not at a level or you just don't have the funds for a studio, that's what you got to do is you got to record it yourself.
Yeah.
And like you said, you can get really good stuff, and some bands have really good stuff, but the majority just isn't the case. And it's
Yeah, and then something I'd like to chip in here is like, even if you pay to go to a studio, they're just gonna kind of like record you in a stable kind of like set way. But if you don't really like kind of learn the multifaceted different things, recording, production, like editing, all that kind of stuff, like you won't like put that extra flavor into the music that you're actually making. And I think that that's like a big thing too.
There's a lot of artistic stuff
yeah.
on the production side that just isn't applied to a lot of the local music that's produced right now.
You think so?
That I've seen.
Even the stuff that is well produced, one of the things I struggle with it is that it feels generically produced. I don't feel like anybody has like a style production wise. and it makes it a little bit more generic feeling. Whereas I don't know, I've been producing music myself for a long time, and whether it's good or not, I know that I kind of have a thing that I do.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like a lot of the local bands are paying some dude, even if they're paying him, a bunch of money to record the song, they don't have a production style that's their own.
Yeah, sometimes it's good to think about the recording of a song as different than how you play it live, because it's not the same thing. Yeah,
you
it's
have
really
to think
different
of it like
function.
That. Yeah, I totally agree with you. I mean, you have to think of it like that, because as shitty as it sounds, playing live is limiting. That's just the reality of it. You have to see, like, okay, there's like 100 things I can't do live, but then you have to realize that there's so much. It's a show now. It's not a song now. It's you need to put on a show, and that's where charisma comes in, and gags and stuff. That's something why I love the Toxhards so much. And when they came down and they did their thing, those guys know how to put on a show. And that's the thing. It's like, okay, do you know how to put on a show? Okay, now if you're a really good band, I should be able to listen to your music and like it shouldn't even sound the same, because when you're playing live, you should be limited by what your live limitations, and then you should fill that in with like antics. And then when you record, you just put all your love into that song and make it sound however you want, because you can. That's really cool. But it is really difficult. I suck at that kind of shit.
Yeah, big learning curve. So many different hats you have to wear too.
Yeah.
Like mixing, production, like so much stuff.
I feel like a lot of our inspiration comes from like the early grunge days, where that's what they were doing basically. Like some of those early Nirvana shows were complete shit shows, like on purpose.
Even the later ones. I mean, honestly, just a shit band, really.
But like their production was decent. People
but
still
when they went into the studio
and
it cost $1 million a day, they sounded good.
Yeah, they sounded good. But they still sounded generic at the end of the day because they didn't have a production style.
Well, but they also bounced around so much.
But they also reinvented, generic now, but at the time.
Yeah, exactly. But
maybe a little, but it was still very, nothing like. I mean, there was some stuff like it, but it was good. It was good stuff.
It was.
But, anyways, you guys do a lot of Lana Del Rey covers.
What about it?
Whose idea is that? I'm assuming Evan's. Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
So Evan, I mean, have you been a fan for a long time of Lana Del Rey, or is it something?
Honestly, I fell in love with Lana Del Rey's voice during like the Great Gatsby's movie. That came out like
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I honestly just loved that song that was on the soundtrack, and then I didn't think about Lana Del Rey like really at all.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I've never listened to a Lana Del Rey song outside of like one of your shows, but it's cool, I guess.
Yeah,
I guess
it's cool.
It's cool.
It's
cool.
It's different.
It's fun. It's cute.
I don't know who else is doing who else is walking on stage, looking like me. And then
nobody.
There's that.
Nobody.
But then also like howling, my pussy tastes like Pepsi Cola.
I swear, you see, I don't listen to Lana Del Rey. I just thought that was one of your songs.
See, so this is a thing that happens, is people, the lying DMs are a terrifying place.
The what?
The lying through it, like the Instagram DMs.
I'm scared.
Why?
They're a terrifying place.
Wait, I want to go down this rabbit hole, really.
Okay, so one of the first things that really started to happen was people would come to the shows, or they would start listening to it on Spotify. I have so many texts that are like, that was a Lana cover? Fuck you.
What?
Or
because the bio says Lana Del Rey cover band.
Or the opposite.
Wait. Then why would they? I'm so confused. Where is the anger coming from?
So there's two sides.
You're not lying. Okay, tell me the two
So there's
sides.
two sides where somebody comes in and they're like, that was a Lana cover? Fuck you. Or they come in and they're like, you have songs that aren't Lana covers? How could you? Or
which side is more ironic?
They're genuinely surprised that my original music isn't a Lana cover.
And they're ups. I can't. Wait.
You see, when I started learning the songs, I thought they were all Lana covers, and then I was surprised to find out that Levi actually wrote some of them, and the ones that I thought were Lana covers, he actually wrote. And he told me these are the songs that Lana Del Rey would have written. And and that was before I thought they were actually. Yeah, it is.
So let me tell you something that happens.
Yeah.
Once a month, okay?
Yeah.
I get a little too drunk, and I wake up, and I have been possessed by the spirit of Lana Del Rey, and I wake up with a banger in my notes app.
And you have to be drunk?
Oh yeah, like you
Okay.
can't do that sober.
Okay.
How
One
else
second,
would you be
olive
an
break.
American?
Olive break.
Yeah, I mean like
No,
who's
because I've never heard of
get
Lana
some
Del Rey
olives.
outside of like Fantano videos. Oh, on the carpet?
I'm sorry!
This is a $200 carpet.
I'll sell you
What?
tomorrow.
No, you're good. It's
This carpet was not $200.
Yes. Who said that? Did you say that, Andrew?
Have an olive to wash down that Mexican mudslide.
Olive is great. Olives.
Oh! You know, I could have gotten a cheap ass carpet,
No, thank you.
but I didn't. I got a nice one from I don't know what the store was.
You were
called.
saying something about Lana Del Rey.
Yeah, I literally never heard a Lana song, so the only versions of the songs I know are your versions,
Right.
and they're great. I mean, I don't know which ones are yours and which ones are Lana's, but I mean, I'm a fan of the show. I'm a fan of the songs. I have a good time, so I don't know. Should I listen to Lana? Will I be disappointed? Who will I be more disappointed in? It's very confusing.
You might be. But
You'll probably be disappointed in multiple directions at the same time.
Right.
yeah, it's hard to say which way that'll go.
Yeah. Is there new covers coming from Lana, or do you just
Yeah.
There's more?
Yeah.
Is she still
We're
releasing
getting close
music?
to 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're just waiting. You're just like.
Oh yeah.
You're just like.
Yeah.
She usually has like a song or two a record that I'm like, I can work with this in a way that where it's like I can integrate this into the lying set.
And I want to say this. I think covering songs is a really good thing, and I think it's so cool when bands cover songs and make it their own. I had Messy Hair on about a few weeks ago, and I was showing them this cover of "Careless Whisper" by the band Seether, and it's a great cover. What's so funny?
Nothing. I was just the second you said cover of "Careless Whisper," I was like, if he says Seether, I'm gonna.
It's
laugh.
a great cover. I mean, it's so good, and I
It's
think
better than it should be.
Yeah, it's way better than it should be. I mean,
See, so here's something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go off on a quick tangent.
Yeah. Please.
There's actually a lot of like 2000s post-grunge music
Yeah.
that has a huge like Lana overlap in terms of like
Oh, okay.
lyrical content.
Oh, okay.
Like you could take an early Seether song and you could put that over a Lana instrumental. Like in the lyrics.
Like
would
lyrically?
The
Yes,
lyrics.
or vice versa. I could say that's kind of what I'm doing with the Lana songs is I'm kind of like alt rocking or post grunging a Lana song.
There's so many songs out there that have that, like, I hate to say that it's easy to do, but it's so easy to do and more people should be doing it, but just like rockifying songs that shouldn't be. And I have like a list of songs that I want to do when I do play shows again, and god damn it I will, that I want to do that I won't give away, but like there's so many that you can do. It's so easy.
You know, I don't know if I would agree or not, because I'm honestly like not as big into the rock scene like in the stuff I listen to. I'm way more into
Really?
electronic.
Oh.
Yeah, but what I'm gonna say is there's too much of that in electronic music. Every time
Too
you
much
go to
what?
a club or
Wait,
like
wait,
a
wait.
rave or anything, it's like any song and then it's like the DJ's ID flip of it. It's
Oh,
like, you know
that
what
is
I'm
true.
talking about? It's like
But that's cool. It
it's
gets
like,
the crowd going.
Yeah, it serves its function, but
'Cause covers
but then
do
it
that.
gets tiring. It definitely gets tiring.
Covers do that. When you're mapping out a set list, you have to think like, okay, we need an opening song that hooks people, but we can't use the hit because if we use the hit, we blow our load too fast. And we need
True.
a closing song that's like a peak finale.
I've never done that.
Okay, well, this is what I do.
I've never done that.
I get. Okay, you don't do that, but okay.
I've never done that.
I get it. You don't do it.
I think you literally did that the last show.
Blew my load too fast?
Yeah.
I've never done that.
Oh, you're talking about blow your load too fast. I've actually never came.
I've never done that.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so I think that a cover like work. Stop. This is not funny. Okay. I think that a cover works.
Yeah, but we're still gonna laugh about it. Okay.
You've never come? Is that what I heard?
I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
I heard it.
Anyways, so you're a big electronic music fan.
Yeah, I'd say I'm mostly into electronic
Do you
music.
go to a lot of raves?
I go to underground raves.
Which did you go to the one?
I actually have played a few. I didn't go to the
Really?
Sorrento Valley one. They got like a paper article written about
Did
it.
you go to the one in National City of like 2 weeks ago?
Probably not.
That one was really.
That's the spot,
That's the
Oh, you guys are trying to do a spot there?
okay. I know the I think I
That's
know the one
different.
you're talking about.
There's-
There's a
but
few
that
circuits
is
that
Pirate
Panda's
go
spot.
around. Yeah. But yeah, I have like helped the people who are throwing a newer one, and I've played it a few times. It's really really fun.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be going to one because I don't really know a whole lot about raves. I just have like my rave friends that'll go up to the group chat and be like, "Rave this weekend," and I'll be like, "Cool, that sounds great," and I have a good time, you know. So like I'm supposed to be going to one this weekend that I'm really stoked about. But
Is it on Saturday?
It is on Saturday.
Is it in like Mira Mesa?
I don't know.
Oh,
I know
okay.
there's a few going on this Saturday.
Yeah, probably.
There's a few going on this Saturday, and they just sent me a flyer. But yeah, I've been getting into a lot of raves, and not a lot, but like, I mean they're just a different animal than like what we do. They're way cooler.
I don't know. I think like underground show energy is there like regardless. It's just a little bit different of a crowd. It's kind of a different vibe like each derivation you get. But
could you imagine if people did the drugs that they did at raves at like a Levi show?
They have.
No.
It's been really annoying.
Not at the quantity
No.
though.
No.
Not everyone across the board is like
No,
that
because
shit.
you go to a rave and there's 3 coke dealers and they're, you know, not only coke but like
We had a shrooms guy at one of the first bridge shows.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's the
No,
bridge
true
shows.
story, yeah.
Bridge shows you'd expect that.
I think
for sure.
I mean, yeah, subjectively like underground shows are cooler. It's just as promoters it's way more stressful because you're the ones that have to deal with the
liability.
all the bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
We're working on one right now.
Yeah.
That's cool. You don't have to. You can do
well,
as
no,
much.
we kind of want to. I mean,
Plug it?
Is this
You have plans on September 11th.
Yes.
Oh,
You have plans on September 11th.
you guys weren't kidding.
No, we're not
we're
kidding.
Not kidding. Yeah, fuck yeah, we're throwing an.
We were kind
show.
of kidding. We're throwing it together right now.
Yeah. We'll have a flyer
just
like
came
tomorrow.
up with the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't kidding back, 22 years ago. But you guys, good
Yep.
plan. What?
I don't think they were kidding. No, that's for sure. What happened 22 years ago?
I don't know.
I
something
forgot.
I forgot.
Hey, never forget, yo. Never forget.
That's the one thing you're not supposed to do. Is that? That was the whole point. They did a whole song about it. I don't know. Did Kid Rock make a 9/11 song?
He
I sure
definitely
fucking
did.
hope so.
Yeah, I don't know. But
Let me find the song.
I don't know. I don't think he did. I think I pulled that out of my ass. But
He probably.
But
It's
he
in his
did-
notes app somewhere.
he did shoot the Bud Light, which was really funny. Funny. Yeah, I don't know. Was there a fucking Is there anything to talk about? I mean,
Well, this is an old version of Subway Surfers.
Dude, I've been way too distracted by it this whole
Yeah,
Yeah.
same
God
too.
damn it.
I just been
I should've
staring
got a different
in
seat.
the biz.
So the newer
Of it.
version, you get coins when you fly above like that, and they don't on
Bum,
this version.
bum,
So.
bum.
Oh, I want to
Yeah.
plug Gee.
yeah.
Gee came out with a banger E EP.
G came out with it.
Actually, a full album, I guess. It's
It's-
seven.
oh, is
It's
it
right
ten-
on the
oh,
verge.
my
What's it
bad.
under?
It's right
Whoa,
on
whoa,
the
I didn't
verge.
know.
It's 7 tracks.
I didn't know about this. This is so news to me. Gee,
yeah,
you have
yeah.
an album?
Yeah, so I make my own music. It's just under my name as
Gee
of now.
Laborde.
Yeah.
Figure out how to spell
but
it.
Yeah, it's all. This one's very electronic. I explored a lot of different concepts about like how we interact with space and environments, and I did a lot of like really new sound design techniques. I did a lot of resonation, like breaks, chopping, synths. Oh man, just the list goes on. But
holy shit,
yeah,
that's
you can check it
fucking
out.
sick, dude.
Thank you.
Visualizer goes hard.
Oh yeah, full length visualizer as well. So I edited. I like filmed a bunch of phone clips over the past like year.
Phone clips.
Yeah, like on my phone, I just got a bunch of like videos of different like visual textures, and then I cut and overlaid them and glitched them out in a few different ways, and then like splice all of that to the music.
So
for
there's
the
a whole
entire
experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
it's about 20 minutes.
That's awesome. So let me plug that really fast. Where can people find this?
It's on YouTube, the full visualizer.
YouTube.
It's called Un Mouvement, which is the French word for in motion.
Okay.
And then like the album is available to stream everywhere, Bandcamp, Spotify, everything.
So is it under, just electronic, or EDM is its own different thing? It's very...
Yeah, like I don't know how I'd describe it within those. I just call it electronic, I guess, because like EDM I kind of associate with that really like poppy kind of like...
It's dance music. Yeah, it's dance music.
Right, and it's like this has some dance and some classic like electronic elements, but it's less like, festival headliney and more like emotional music, I'd say, overall.
That's so cool, dude. I gotta ask you, Guy. So, I have a lot of friends that well, not a lot of friends, but I know some...
We know.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Just wanted to clarify. But I know people who will do their own...
Mildly below average amount of friends.
Thank you. Mildly below average amount of friends, exactly. Who,
It's hard.
What? What? It's hard?
No, this sentence just... Oh, man. Anyways.
I don't even want to go on my tangent anymore. Because you guys were like the back in the class. I always have to make a smart ass comment. You know what? You asked me, how's school going again? There's just one fucking guy in my music theory class.
Is his name Levi?
No, his name's not Levi. I don't want to say his name, even though he's not watching. I know there's one guy who watched the podcast. Ryan, if you're watching this, you know who I'm talking about. But Ryan, love you, because I know he came to my class and he's like, "You're the snooze room guy," and I'm like, anyway.
Wow.
Made my pee hard.
Sweet.
The fame's hard to deal with.
But there's this dude in my fucking class, and he's like, he looks like a Redditor, and he wears a fedora, and I know he's a freshman, and he has something to say about everything, and that's what you guys are doing right now. Is just
Hypothetically.
If we ever
He
get
just
caught
called it
red,
Redditor.
we're wearing fedoras.
Yeah.
fedora, sandals, shorts, and suspenders on his button-up with a bow tie.
I'm mostly offended that you put me
Probably
and the word
spends
Reddit in the
hours
same
on
sentence.
4chan.
I don't know what to say.
Take it back!
You shouldn't have interrupted me!
Take it back!
There's an order to conversations. There's flows. There's turns. There's rules.
You could have just
There's
ignored me!
etiquette. No, I couldn't have. Because it hurt my feelings. And
I'm
I'm a
sorry.
human being.
What?
What?
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Okay. I'll move on. Anyways, I accept
I
your
have
apology.
to pee again.
Okay, go ahead. What, you're not going to take a shot before you go pee?
All right, shot time.
Shot time. I'm going to join in on this one. Yeah.
Can you spill it on the table?
Please fucking don't spill
Well,
it
I
on the
took the
table.
little thing out of the cap, so. Because I was just gonna drink it straight.
Honestly, I'm gonna beat Levi
What
to
the
the
fuck
bathroom.
is this?
Take the bigger one.
Gently by the fire. Is someone opening the door, Andrew?
Something happened.
If you see my mom in there, tell her I said hi and that I'm thankful.
Get some paper towels.
Please.
Amazing.
Actually, if you can get some baby wipes that are on the toilet. He can't hear me. But, Guy, I wanted to know because I have some friends who make EDM music and they don't really have a musical background. But since the barrier for entry for making that kind of music is a little bit lower than, like, let's say starting a band. Because to start a band, you need the gear, you need the instruments, and you have to be skilled enough to kind of play an
I
instrument.
feel like the hardest part is you need the people. With the electronic, you can do it yourself, like, way easier.
So do you ever get a little frustrated when, some people are kind of like try to make their own stuff, and since it's so much easier to get into, it's not as good quality, and it's just like they go.
I definitely, like, I know what you're talking about, and I hear people doing that, but I think, like, the barrier to entry being lower is, like, overall a good thing. Like,
Right.
Definitely, like, good that people can make their things, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like, people just, like, pull in a song and then, like, anyone can download, like, splice kicks and make like a bootleg house track like
I mean,
really really fast or something like that.
It's similar also with rappers because it's like it's also a very easy genre to just like self-produce, to be like I'm just on my own, but I can just get a program and release music. It's especially frustrating when and I've had rappers on here and I have a lot of respect for them, but it's just frustrating like as like someone who's in a band where it's like, oh, I can only release an album like once or twice a year at best because it costs money. We have to schedule things together, and like you want to talk about like, oh, like you want to compare like, oh, I release so much more music than you. Oh, well, you have, it's way easier for you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's frustrating for me when I see the like beginner producers, things like that, even if they gain a lot of like popularity really fast for doing something simple. I feel like that's just because it doesn't always take a lot to make something popular, like but I do think like, I don't know, sometimes it's weird like if you put a lot of emotion, a lot of time, a lot of energy into a project, but you're kind of not making like like super crowd pleasing music, or even if you are, like sometimes it doesn't get the recognition and somebody else did something easier. It can be a little bit like little bit weird, but I think that like just with the oversaturation of electronic music, everyone's kind of used to that at this point. So I feel like it's almost like people aren't really mad by it, and like they're just kind of making their stuff. At least my circles of people are like that.
And I just want to say, like, I don't think it's an easy genre to make, and I especially notice that when I do go to raves, and there's such a difference in like DJs. It's like you wouldn't think so because everyone shows up with the same kind of gear, the same sort of mixing board.
Oh yeah, well that's a funny thing because they're not making any of that with that equipment. Like you make it with completely different software and stuff than you DJ with. So like DJs a lot of the times are performing other musicians' tracks and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, they're just performing IDs, like things that they find that fit the vibe of their set. So they perform like their own stuff and then like five tracks that are just like stuff they like. And then,
sweet.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's kind of like like DJing and production and being like a producer artist are different things, and they're related because a lot of the gigs you get as a music producer are DJ gigs, but it's kind of a different role, I guess. And I guess one of the things that I do differently with my sets is I don't actually play on a DJ controller. I play on a like similar to Levi, actually, an Ableton set where I have all of the backing tracks, and then I have some generative tracks like live, and then I do live processing and some live stuff. So I play with like a MIDI keyboard instead of a DJ controller. So yeah, I kind of do it a different way. Some people do it that way, but yeah. So I guess like, yeah, with like when you go to just see a DJ and they're playing electronic music, you don't always assume that they made everything, but a lot of underground ones they do, like that's why they're doing it. They're showing their own stuff, but like even at big festivals, people aren't playing their own stuff. They're playing like other people's things that are bangers. It's kind of just how it works.
Do you think a lot of people know that?
Not necessarily, but some people don't care. Like they're just there to bump and like listen to drum and bass. Like they don't care if that producer actually made it. But I mean like big names, like the people who got famous for being like producer DJs, like that formula, they make their stuff. Like, I guess like Martin Garrix or something like that. Like that person makes his own stuff. But kind of these mid-tier DJs and like things like people that perform a lot, they play stuff to perform. They don't always only play their own music.
Interesting.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's great.
Were you saying something?
No, we just finished the conversation. You know what's funny? In the United States of America, advertisements promoting alcohol, for example, like beer, anything, they're not allowed to depict people drinking the alcohol in the commercials. Wow. So they'll put the most they can do is put it up to their lips, but they won't be drinking it. So anytime you want to watch a beer commercial, just notice that no one's ever drinking beer.
I'm definitely gonna notice that now.
Yeah, like I watched a Bud Light commercial and I see them, they're like cheersing it, and then they just like walk into the sunset, but no one ever took a sip. And I'm like, I guess they must have pre-gamed or something.
That's what I haven't been drinking.
Yeah, it's all smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what we do. But
you guys think this is some fucking low production shit?
Nope. They saw the lights. Remember?
You saw the
This is a
dentist
choice.
lights.
This
is an operation.
This
There's
is a
one whole
choice.
light bar in this room.
That's not true. We have a whole. No.
This is just Recan liquid death, baby.
Didn't they used to like put water in the Monster cans during like the X Games and stuff?
What?
Yeah, because that shit's terrible for you if you're
Monster's
trying to
terrible,
rehydrate.
yeah.
Oh, like the for the athletes
Uh-huh.
competing.
And also even when like it was big in like the punk scene in the early 2000s, maybe 90s. I don't know when Monster started.
I think like 2005 was like when they were great.
Okay, well, like performer wise.
What the fuck were you up to in 2005?
Preschool.
Man, no, dude, I was like,
He was
Being 3?
2 years old.
yeah. I mean, I was just
Was I even 1 year old yet?
I was doing cool stuff, man. I was
Were you balling as a toddler?
pimping, you know,
Pimping?
tricks and hoes, money and hoes, you know, toddler stuff.
And now here we are.
Yeah, now here we are in high production stuff, like you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
But this Friday, lying through it. Well, you know what? I want to backtrack it a bit. We can look into the future in a little bit, but we have we got all the time in the world. I mean, the last time we had you on, that was our longest episode by far. So, you know, there's a rich history of just really taking our time here.
Hold on. I want to be very, very clear about something. I don't remember a single thing that came out of my mouth the last time we were on here. I was possessed by someone.
It's
when
okay. I
walked in
remember.
here.
I remember.
We actually possessed each
was
other,
a-
so
Yeah,
there was
we
a lot of
switched.
talk of little guys.
Like Freaky
A
Friday.
lot of
The
talk of
little guy
guys.
ratio in this band is impeccable.
Hey,
Yeah.
we're back.
I
We're
think you
so back.
I think there's a portion where you went on a tangent where you kicked coyotes. You went on a kicking a
Oh, yeah.
coyote tangent.
I did do that.
Yeah. Yeah. That was fun.
What? They were. I was supposed to let him get me.
I didn't say that at all. That is not of my opinion.
It was
Podcast
kick or
just
be
got
kicked.
hostile. Just got hostile here.
I know.
That's
How
how
you
it
doing,
goes.
Gay?
I'm doing great.
That's good.
You know, last episode we were sponsored by LaCroix. Now, what is this? Yeah, dog.
it's still LaCroix in the can, though, right?
Actually, no. This is
That's expired beer that I was supposed to throw in a dumpster.
Oh yeah.
Like, don't tag them or anything, please.
Oh okay. So this is
It's nothing.
This is gonna
So
be the
it-
first
it is
episode to go
LaCroix.
uber viral.
Yeah. Can we sponsor this? The Chi-Chi's Mexican mutts.
That cost me $10 at Albertsons the other night. One of the best decisions of my life.
So, I mean, I think, you know, this is lying through our teeth, but, you know, Levi decided, I think he was like, you picked him up from school or something, I don't know. But he's here somehow because he has to be.
Yeah.
And,
I picked him up from the unemployment office.
what was he doing there?
Being unemployed.
Don't you have to be fired from a job initially to, like, collect unemployment?
Think so.
Yeah, I think that's how it
You
works.
can't
So
just,
what are you
like,
doing there?
quit.
I mean, I wasn't
Mooching?
fired, so
Yeah,
I
so.
just showed up.
Okay. Anyway, so you guys had a lot of planning for, you know, the whole Barbie and Oppenheimer stuff. Was that
No,
like,
there was no.
There was no planning for that, by the way.
flyer
Okay.
was made in a fucking Taco Bell.
I think like 2 weeks before the show, maybe a week.
Fuck it then. Okay.
I woke up and I was like, "Oh, hey, Levi, we have 2 shows in a row."
No, so what happened was we had the previous show, which was, I don't know, some 2-stage thing at
Someone's
Shea.
stuck. They glitched the game.
Yeah, I've been
Oh,
watching it.
How did that happen?
whoa, that's pretty. That's way cooler than whatever I was about to say.
Anyway, I text Levi like maybe a week before the show, and I'm like, "Hey, what if it was Barbie themed?"
Well, no, because we had the show at Shea, and you played the Barbie theme song there,
Oh my god.
and everyone went fucking ballistic.
That was a different show, and you
Yep.
put it on. You made a
Yeah.
whole short about it, a whole reel about it.
Yeah, well, as in what? We posted a video online. And
it's cool.
then
It was a banger.
yeah,
was
I
a
mean,
banger.
like the
So
whole crowd.
defined.
I really feel bad for Red Moro because they had played right before that song, and there was a bigger pit for us playing the Barbie theme song to the crowd than
Maybe they should have
for
just
them,
played the Barbie
unfortunately.
theme.
they probably should have. Yeah, we'll talk to Caleb.
Yeah. I think he'd
the
be-
third Levi. So what we'll do is we'll
He does look a lot like me.
Caleb spelled
He
backward
looks
is
nothing
Levi.
like you.
yeah, exactly.
I
Caleb
don't
spelled
see it.
backwards as Levi.
Right.
Thank you.
So we decided, I think probably about then, that we should theme it.
The day after that July 15th double stage.
Oh yeah, we
Chase
went
show.
up to Riverside to go get some speakers. I
Yeah.
think it was, and then we made the flyer on the way back because we had no.
in a KFC Taco Bell combo.
Yeah, one of
By
the
the way.
classiest places
keep
on the
doing
face
that.
of the earth.
I live right
Have you
by
ever
one
seen
now.
the triple combo where it has the Pizza Hut as
Uh-oh.
well?
You
Ooh.
live within walking distance of a Spirit of Halloween.
That's true. I just went today.
I
They're
got this.
open?
Yeah.
It's open.
The one in
fucking
Claremont.
way.
Fuck yeah.
I got there
What?
right
I got
at
this
opening,
shirt there.
right at 11.
Hold on, no one's seen the back of my shirt.
Yep.
I
Nobody
don't see
wants
it.
to either.
Check it out.
Thank you.
Just says dicks.
What costume is this?
I don't know. It's the me
bought
costume.
it.
Levi.
You got that as Spirit Halloween?
Yeah.
What costume was it a part of?
I'm just supposed to wear
That's
this.
the costume.
Okay, never mind. Moving on.
Yeah.
Uh,
So we're the Barbie and Oppenheimer shows.
Yeah.
They came together like that
Yeah, like the flyer was literally made.
in 20
so how does
minutes.
it work? Do you guys like book a venue and then figure out like, oh, should we?
Everything gets
Well-
yeah. So it's like you get a date that's like 6 or 8 months. I mean, we have shows in
January and February
in
now.
February now. No, nothing. I mean, no, there's no bands on them, but we have the dates booked
Booked
out already.
somewhere. We do have lineups as far out as New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
Fuck, dude.
they're all like 80% there
I have podcast episodes lined up till like
next week.
today.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, I want everyone to be clear.
Don't say it.
We were invited on this podcast yesterday. At like 4 p.m.
Yesterday, as in Levi decided to check his DMs yesterday.
Yeah, now I have the choice because we upload bi-weekly, even though our bio says weekly, but we've had no complaints about it, so fuck it. So
I noticed.
I'm complaining now.
The
I'm gonna go
shortened
drop some hate
content,
comments
like,
right
really-
now.
Leave a rating.
so
Like, comment,
Apple
and subscribe.
Podcast. Leave a rating, please.
on Apple Music and wherever you listen to your podcasts. Better be YouTube, but you're really fucking doing that. God fucking damn it. Anyways, so I lost my train of thought completely. Wow.
You have your
Barbie,
first hater on
Oppenheimer.
Instagram right there.
Fuck you, dude. That's not funny. That's come on.
Snooze room, more like the
Sleeping on the
The
job.
booze
Yeah,
room.
exactly,
Let's
yeah.
take a shot. Yeah. Oh man, that would be a fun spin-off maybe.
There you go. Leave it like that.
The booze.
I already did that with Gingsu, you fucker.
What? No, you
Yeah.
that was
You didn't do enough
On the
research for the
LNL
LNL
I
episode.
watched the fucking thing.
Okay, good.
You did Kiss Mary Kill or Fuck Mary Kill with something really dumb. I remember that for sure. And you were wearing a suit.
We should have done Fuck, Marry, Kill for the other 3 members of the band.
Huh.
That would have been way smarter.
Yeah.
Anyway, getting everyone to
Well,
drop.
let's do a game. Let's do a game. Since you guys are lying through our teeth, let's play 2 truths and a lie.
Okay, hit me
Okay.
with 2 truths and a lie.
Okay.
Do the shot first.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good
Jesus
idea.
Christ.
Does anyone else want a shot?
Nah,
I'm
I gotta
chilling.
drive after this.
Yeah, and your point is.
Okay.
So does Andre. He's got to drive up to his bedroom
Yep.
with a bunch of Guns N' Roses shit up there.
Really? You got to bring up the fucking the decor.
Get doxxed, bitch!
You can't even at least bring up the Jack Harlow exclusive poster that.
Okay, that one goes hard as shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give that one.
He's
to
got
you.
a booze cruise in his shoes up to his room.
What are you doing after this? Do you want to go steal one of the Post Malone things from?
From Cane's?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I got to wake up at 8 a.m. tomorrow, but.
I have to start work at 7.
Oh, yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good. Anyway.
I have to be in bed before 6 a.m. So.
Get a fucking job.
No.
Oh my God, you and Reese, Jesus Christ.
He got a job at a country club.
Did he really?
He hasn't,
Yeah. No,
he hasn't,
didn't.
He hasn't started working yet,
Wait,
though.
I
He
see
could
him
still
tomorrow.
quit before he starts.
I see him tomorrow.
I'll have you guys know, okay?
Which country? Wait. Which country club do you know?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I know country club people, so maybe I can get them fired.
If you had a few more buttons buttoned, I wouldn't believe you.
Oh, you don't know. You don't know.
You wouldn't fucking believe the buttons
You
on
wouldn't
this
believe
man.
the polos I have that fit a lot better a year ago than they do
I'm
now.
sure you have a lot of polos.
Yeah, and they button very well.
They button so good.
So, what made you determine which one was the Barbie show and which one was the Oppenheimer show?
Because we knew the Barbie show was going to do better, so we did it. We
did it at Shea
we
because
did
we
it
thought
at
it
Shea
would go
'cause
better.
we just put all the good stuff at the one show, and we kind of let the other show kind of go wrong.
Yeah.
But we live recorded the Oppenheimer show, and it all sounds and looks lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's in Eben's backyard?
Yep.
Yep.
Under the Oaks.
Which I'm possibly moving soon.
Oh, really?
Whoa.
So
This is news.
We're
Under
burning
the-
down the Oaks!
Under the Oaks might only be like a 2023 thing.
Crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
aren't you moving to maybe we can in your new place?
Yeah.
Can I
Homeless?
plant a new oak tree?
Well, at this new place we've been looking at, there's a gazebo. So imagine the
Ooh.
possibilities with that. You just
Hashtag
put under the
gazebo.
gazebo, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Gazebo.
Oh, what's
gang.
it-
What
Under
are the
the
acoustics
Oaks
like in a
wood
What's a
gazebo?
good what's a
Yeah.
good play of words?
So I know you have like the little like intro video song thing.
Yeah.
But do you have anyone that's like, "Welcome to the snooze room"?
No, but I was thinking about like recording an outro card, like what Theo Vaughn does, where he's just like, "Did you like that clip you just watched? Subscribe right now." You know, just something like that. But I can do a lot of voices. I can do, I don't know what kind of voice should I do for like an intro.
Why don't you guys go back and forth until you settle on one, and then you can use that as your outro clip.
Hold on. What? So
Mm-hmm.
you just watched a clip from the snooze room. Like, comment, and subscribe.
That's pretty good.
Is
That's-
that the vibe?
Yeah.
Is it whispery?
Let's get an aggressive one.
That
okay?
would be
I want to hear an
great.
aggressive
Or do you
one.
want me to like scream one?
Yep.
Let's
so
hear
that
this.
people wake up at the end of the episode.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, if
No, you
want.
just put it in like at a random point every episode, so it's like people who just have it on in the
Maybe,
background
like,
are like,
Do you
"Oh."
need one that's like,
Yeah.
"You're listening to the snooze room"?
That was not
usable take,
Much.
but not quite.
Wait, is this the beginning or the end?
No,
This is
like
the
that's
end.
just a little wake up
This is-
call in the middle of the episode.
Oh. No,
Well,
that-
wait, you need one of those, and then you also need a like, comment, and subscribe.
Well, let's
to this.
do that because I think a lot of people. I've heard from not a lot of people, but from a few people that they listen to it like while they go to sleep. Thank you. I mean, it's fitting. So like for those people who are
That's what
awake,
I'm doing right now.
Let's wake them up. I know. Let me get my 9 a.m. alarm. Oh no, wait. 8 a.m. alarm. Okay, and then let's just get everyone to wake up really fast. Here we go. Ah! Wake the fuck up! It's time. Oh, it turned off. Hold on.
Let's try
That's
that one more time.
perfect.
Don't wake up.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
It's the
Everybody run! Everybody run!
You gotta make the one slot. Yeah! Wake the fuck! Yeah! Okay, now that we're watching, let's get on a real tangent. Okay, so 2 truths and a lie. I have dual citizenship. I've never came, and I go to San Diego State.
There isn't a fucking chance you've ever left Rancho Bernardo. Or came, so
Yeah, he knows the rickety cliffs.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck, we know the rickety cliffs too.
Who wants to go next?
Aren't we supposed to like figure it out?
Well,
like what
I
the
mean,
truth
okay,
is?
fine.
Or-
Okay. Well, I've never played it this way, but let's figure that.
let him have a lie.
Okay. We could just keep going on. I don't really know not play this.
Okay. Let me do it for real. Okay.
We'll never know the answer.
I'm gonna go piss.
Okay, go piss.
That was his treat.
Can we actually have a break right down the middle of the episode that's go piss girl?
We
Could make it happen.
wait. Did you just see the lights were like?
I saw a little something.
What was that?
Go piss girl!
Some of these are actually really impressive Rocket League shots.
You guys want to harmonize really fast?
Why have I
Go
been watching
piss
this?
girl!
Well, let's-
Piss girl.
Can we do it again?
Yeah.
Yep.
Go piss girl!
Yeah. That was,
Yeah.
yeah. Please, everybody, take a piss. If you don't gotta take a
That was
piss,
great.
please take a shit. And if you will, you can come. That was great. That was lovely.
So amazing.
Except
Honestly, I had to learn.
Please join the band! Please join the band! Please join the band!
Yeah, we need a designated harmony vocalist because, like Levi said, he has 16 tracks per vocal, so we need to build up to that many.
I know someone was matching Levi on pitch, which is the end. You literally have to pick any other pitch but the established pitch
My bad.
to be considered harmony. That's okay.
I know that, but
I think we did
I
pretty
assume
good.
you'll
We
adjust.
one of
Oh,
them we
that's
hit
bad.
like a really sick chord right there.
Yeah, maybe when Levi comes in, we can hit.
Levi is vaguely aware of the concept of notes.
Is that true, Levi? It's valid, yeah. Oh, okay. I don't know. Where are we at time? Andrew.
Like an hour 20.
Dude, there's no way. There's no way.
We've
this-
been here forever!
Nobody is listening at this
We've
point, no
taken
matter
like
what.
4
So.
breaks. Like
It
oh my
really
God.
depends.
Okay.
Okay, can I say something controversial?
Yeah.
I have a.
Is it about me?
No,
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
I have a conspiracy theory about sands.
Yeah.
I don't think they were like born. I think one day they just emerged from a Sprouts freezer
Okay.
and got in a Subaru.
In Portland.
Okay. I don't know. Sands, if you're listening,
Isn't
maybe-
Whole Foods from Portland? If it's not, there's a really old one there. I've seen it.
Is that Starbucks?
I could be wrong.
Starbucks
That's
is from
Seattle.
Seattle.
That's
Seattle.
Seattle.
I've been to the first
That's
one.
hard
It's
to
all the
believe.
same up there.
It doesn't
It's all
look
rainy
all the
and
same.
cold.
I've been to Seattle and I've been to that first Starbucks. It's kind of just like a normal Starbucks.
Is it just a Starbucks?
Yeah.
So they have like a they got a little plaque or something?
A plaque? No.
It's like, hey, we're the first one.
I don't know. They look like a normal ass Starbucks. I think their logo is a little different. Like they kept the OG logo, but it's like literally.
Wait, the real OG logo?
I don't know. Look up Starbucks.
Do you know
logo.
the original logo? Pull it up. It's pretty wild. The original
It is
logo.
wild.
The boobs are out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
wild.
Bro, what?
You look it up. We gotta pull it up now.
Let's get some
Yeah,
titties
look
up
this
here.
up.
My cigarettes are getting sweaty. Do you like my new cigarette case? Isn't that pretty?
That's fancy. I like it.
Isn't it nice?
I'm gonna give you that one.
It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
We'll let him have it.
Yeah.
Bro, what?
Yep.
Isn't that wild?
That's it.
So does she like breastfeed coffee?
Yeah,
Dude,
why
2
not?
tails.
If
too.
only
That's
there was a
pretty
way to
wild.
open that image in a new tab.
It's the siren.
Hold on,
Two
I have
tails.
a very important question.
Yeah.
Mozilla Firefox.
Yeah, that's a bold
Yeah, I'm also
take.
on that Firefox.
I don't see Chrome pinned down here
No,
at
He
all.
uses Firefox. He definitely.
Whoa.
God damn it! Why don't the
I use
fucking
Brave.
lights?
Okay, they were on. They were on.
Oh, he's covering up the evidence now. We're not going to talk about how there's no Chrome installed in this computer.
Firefox is so
And we're
much
also not
better
going to
for
talk
your
about how
processing.
most of our
I
episode
don't care if
Pornhub
it
was
takes
just
all my
on.
RAM. I'm going to use... I'm going to
you
give
not
Google all
remember
my
that either?
data.
That was like 3 seconds.
Pornhub was just up for like at least 5 minutes.
No, it wasn't.
That's a lie.
That is not.
Oh, on the
Well,
last
No,
one?
it wasn't.
Yeah,
This
it
has
Oh, I
been
vaguely
two
remember that,
truths and
yeah.
a lie.
It was up for a while.
Was it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, that was back when I was like starting this out, and I was very focused on my job. Now I've kind
Very
of like
focused.
loosened up, but no way.
Oh, so you loosening up is actually you restricting the Pornhub on the TV.
Can we get Pornhub back up, please?
Yeah, sure.
Don't, Andrew. Don't listen to them. That's not. Don't fucking.
All right, guys, let's vote here.
Can
Let's
we
vote,
do something?
guys.
Wait! It's my TV. I bought the TV. I think I should have.
Yeah,
a say.
but it's not your TV that's playing it. It's the laptop. I like how he opens the private tab too.
Mozilla Firefox
not
private
seeing
tab
this.
goes so
Okay,
hard.
okay.
I'm so sorry, Guy.
The 3 viewers who are left are really excited right now.
Okay. We can do. No,
Let's
stop.
see, is
Stop.
it?
Stop.
It's not in the recommended.
Stop.
Surprisingly.
Wow.
Okay, we have the.
Wow, he goes straight to the URL too. He doesn't go to
okay.
Google first.
Can we do? We can play Scribble. We can go on Omegle.
Or we can watch
We can-
fucking
Omegle's
Pornhub.
Omegle's much
Oh
nicer.
yeah. This
Can we-
clip's going straight onto Instagram.
If we go on Omegle, can they hear us? No.
Oh.
We'd have to work this out.
Yeah.
All right, let's start working on it. Let's go.
How would they be able to hear us? No, they wouldn't be. They would. There's no way they would hear us. Yeah.
Yeah, I just have to feed interface into them. But it'd have to be on your laptop.
Yeah.
We'll have to work this out.
Yeah, we can't do Omegle. We can do games.
'Cause then you wouldn't be able to see them.
We can shoot dice. Generated dice. We can. I don't know. I
We can play rock, paper, scissors!
That's true.
Fuck. What happened?
Take the fucking L.
What happens now?
They've gone too far. What were the other questions again?
Piss
How many
break.
The third
times
time?
Levi got up.
Wow.
3 times?
Bro's bladder's the size of a shot glass.
I would believe it.
Of a shot glass. That's. Very
Can we get this Rocket League in full screen, please? Because, like, there we go. Now we're talking.
Why
Wait,
don't
did
we-
you know the shortcut for full screen?
It's F. Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
good to know.
I sent you the single. Why don't we just vibe out and listen to the single?
That's a good idea.
I think I, because
I'm down to listen to that.
I think that's something you guys are gonna play this coming Friday.
Yes.
And by the time people are watching this, I have kind of I think this is gonna come out this Friday. It'll come out this Friday, so people can watch this before and after, or maybe a little bit before, a little bit after, and then they can have the full experience. But I'm assuming you guys are gonna play these songs live, so
Probably.
yeah.
But
Are
I
you guys
can't
gonna play-
confirm or deny, to be honest.
Are you guys playing Rocket League live too?
I
Hopefully.
hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be nice.
It'd be great if we could just have someone playing that live on stage.
But I think we are
Rocket
going to
League.
play the new single songs on
Mhm.
Friday. Or is it Saturday?
Yeah, the problem is, like, I
Yeah,
don't know
Friday.
which ones are released and not.
That's
So
crazy.
we'll find out.
I legitimately thought the Pepsi Cola song was your guys's.
I wish
had-
it was. It's a
Yeah.
good song. I mean, if
also,
it's
the first
Levi
song
too.
that ever released on "Lying Through Our Teeth" was Alana Cup on the actual Spotify. This is true.
Yeah.
Yep.
That
Which
is
wild.
true.
Yep.
That is wild.
That came out like right as we actually met the first time.
Yes.
Because we met at UCSD in what, like
Yeah. Like,
April
oh
2021?
man. Yeah, something like that. Oh wait, no. 2022 for sure.
does
and it's
Lying-
2022.
Yeah.
Does Lying have beef with Donkey?
Donkey rotation?
Yeah.
No,
we have beef with the Reckless.
Yeah.
The
we have beef with the
Reckless.
Reckless. Let me say it one more
And
time.
you guys are playing a show with them on Friday.
That's true.
They're not on the Friday.
Wait,
no.
are they?
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, they
No,
are.
wait, no, they're
wait,
not.
Wait.
No, we played with them at the Oppenheimer show, though.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Fritz.
Uh-oh.
Um,
Name dropped. Unleashed.
Michael. Whatever the drummer's name is. I can't remember right now.
oh.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fight. Yeah.
I'm going to
Let's
start
get
a
in
fight.
But yeah. Oh wait, were we pulling up the song?
Are you
Or
gonna
the
get
song?
wrong with stuff?
Andrew, I sent you the song before.
Maybe you're lying.
You sent me what?
I sent on the Snooze Room email. Just pull up the Snooze Room email.
I don't have the Snooze Room email.
Just look up "Lying Through Our Teeth" on Spotify.
Okay, let me do this.
Password docs. Password docs.
Bring it up.
Password docs.
I deeply love my kid. Sorry, I missed it.
Log into Gmail. Wait, let me just. I'll just send it to your Gmail.
Let's see.
Oh, let's not dox myself here.
Too late.
Yeah, way too late. You can
I think
pause.
I got it.
Are you on my Gmail? On Snooze Room?
Yes.
We're losing viewers.
What viewers?
We're at -1 viewers.
This guy.
It's like,
I just need
to open my
If you're still watching, type in the magic code. Type in the magic code.
Oh, let's go.
Let's be like one of those annoying
I don't think I
radio
ever heard
DJs
this
that just
song.
talks over the whole song.
And you're listening to 99.3 Big Music FM.
I found that little like guy. I found him buried in the sand in a lake in Canada.
I thought this was still Rocket League. I was like,
It does sound like background music.
Is this just how the podcast works now? Like this is on the air for the podcast?
Yeah.
Me talking over my song?
yeah, exactly. And then
You want to sing along? Can you remember the lyrics?
No.
Hey, don't give me that. So one of the things I had to learn is how to sing the backup parts while playing bass. It's pretty
Ooh.
tough. Sometimes I mess it up, to be honest.
Yeah, because
But,
when you break
yeah.
a string in the middle of it, it's
Yeah.
difficult.
But I also had to learn how to do the Levi like whine sound. If you haven't noticed.
oh, you mean the you're talking about the
The moan.
Like that.
as Caleb said the Tool vocals.
Oh, I forgot that
He said that on the show. That you do the
Wasn't this a
The
point of
Maynard.
contention?
the Maynard vocals.
I do a pretty good Maynard impression.
You know where this would be very good at is at college shows. You guys should talk to the SDSU AMG people. That would be really good at a college show. I think so.
Dude, we would fuck up that scene.
Yeah, I think so too. It's very untapped.
It
Like,
is.
It's like the bands that are really good there are really good, and the bands that aren't are really bad.
And all of the bands that play like the average fucking SDSU house show are like, we've heard of Blink-182 and Sublime. And
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
me
what those
too.
bands are.
Or it's like we've heard of the Strokes.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of that.
Well, it's like college
Or
bands. They
DJs,
come
it's
and go,
DJs.
so they're either
heard of
inexperienced or they're breaking up. And then the ones that are really good that blow up don't really show up a lot. But it's a fun scene. There's a lot of people that show up to shows. It's crazy. It's a built-in audience. A lot of people don't
very
tap
true.
into that.
Yep.
But this would go nuts there. I mean, do you wish you could play the song in this kind of form live? Really?
No. I really, really like that I have this, and that live, there's just the three of us fucking going for it.
It's a lot more screaming live.
Yeah.
And he also sings like a different melody. Like he sings like a fifth up or something.
So I actually spend like a huge portion of the lying set finding if I can go a little bit higher, a little bit louder, and not losing my voice, or if I'm actually going to be able to get through the whole thing. That's a huge part of like the little bit of head work that I have during the lying set, is figuring out, can I still in fact play this or like sing this, or do I need to drop it?
The head is very important during the lighting set.
Yeah. I've gotten comments that a lot of the pictures of me during shows look like my face looks like I'm receiving head.
Do you think it's
You don't need to respond to that.
Okay.
You can just move on.
It's hard, you know. It's my job.
Yeah, it
you know?
is.
It's hard.
It's
Yeah,
hard,
yeah.
all right.
Man.
God, you just walked right into that one.
But like say this song, we're never gonna be able to play this live at all.
Yeah.
And why would we?
Yeah, I guess.
The acoustic guitar you're hearing, I played that into my notes app.
I mean, you could do it live, but you'd have to totally reinvent it. Which is, honestly, I think that'd be a cool idea. I think if you just totally change the vibe of it.
I mean, that's pretty much what you're doing.
Are you gonna? Are any of these songs gonna show up on the EP in November?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
But this is a cool song. It's like my first time hearing it with headphones. So, sounds pretty dope.
It's my first time hearing it.
Yeah. Levi's like the opposite of Bill Wirtz. I don't know if you've heard that about Bill Wirtz. He's the guy who makes the crazy animations and stuff. When he's done with a song, he never listens to it ever again.
Oh, I think the YouTuber?
Yeah. But Levi, it's like he only listens to it the first time after it's done.
A lot of my songs, you could make the argument that I've never really like heard it until it drops.
I've watched him master a song.
Hit send on it. So
upload it to
Indecent
Spotify.
Exposure, another song of mine, and the B-side to that, I hit send on, like I sent them off to Spotify. I mastered them and finished the mixes on my laptop without listening to them.
It's called professionalism.
So you know how much a mastering engineer costs?
Probably
yeah, but
a
that
lot.
song's also fucking loud too.
You hear it?
Like it's not quiet on Spotify.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah, I just
Sometimes I describe it like Levi does everything in 30 minutes. So it's like it's a bit of a hit or a miss, but when it's a hit, which is a decent amount of the time, it took him way less time than everyone else.
Right.
So that's kind of that's one way of operating.
Guy and I do have similar working processes, and that they're both pretty quick.
Yeah.
But like, Guy and I remember one time we met at UCSD.
Yeah,
like,
but only
oh,
briefly.
But
Only
we
briefly.
met like once, and then we
Did
actually.
you both go to UCSD?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But we like really spent some time together for the first time and worked on music together in Paris last summer.
Yep. Well,
I want to hear about this. I want to hear all about Paris. 'Cause
Yes.
I have no idea about Paris.
Like
It's
Paris,
hot.
California.
It smells like piss.
It
You were-
was
how long-
pretty hot.
How
that
long were you
time.
guys there for?
I was there for like 5 weeks on a study abroad,
Mhm.
and basically
I was there for what, 2 or 3?
at least 3.
I think
Yeah.
almost closer to a month.
Yeah,
But you guys knew each other
basically
before.
a little bit, but the main thing is our mutual friend Omar was also in the study abroad, and basically Levi was.
I was already
staying
in
with
Ireland
Omar.
at the time.
Oh yeah.
So I just had like a cheap flight over.
So he hopped over and just lived out of Omar's room the entire time.
Wow.
Yeah, but they have a different project called Just Between Us. So they were working on some stuff with that, and I was kind of just.
we got some geek features on
I was
it.
around, so yeah, I helped them and like saw a lot of their production process and stuff throughout that.
But like Guy and I, one time, like, we basically finished a song in the time that Omar took like an hour nap.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, that brings a good point, because you guys were talking about going to the desert and just like recording an album in like, what was it, a span of a couple days. To me, that's really insane. I mean, I like to take my time on songs. I mean, sometimes I can really just sit down and bust out riffs and then it just flows out of me, but I like to I enjoy the process of like sleep it and then kind of figure out where it goes, you know, and just the next day build up on it. That's not really how you guys operate, or?
I would say that a lot of the time I take more time on things, but there's a time and a place, especially with collabs, where you gotta just like go with stuff. You gotta
The feeling that's in the room is
Yeah.
the one that matters.
yeah, you gotta
Fuck
just
it,
like
we ball.
yeah, exactly.
I have a policy where I would say that most of my music, I get 80 to 90% of it done in an hour or two.
This is exactly what I was just saying.
And
And
then
the last 10%
and then like
takes
a year
13
later,
weeks.
I finish that last 10% and hit send.
Wow.
I would describe my process differently, but the thing is when I'm working with Levi, it's exactly like that.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
we have music sitting from when we were in
Yeah.
Paris that we still haven't sent on.
Yeah, it's
that
true.
is this close to being done.
Yep.
But there's just one thing, like a bridge or something that you
Well,
just.
Not
Yeah,
even that.
it's-
How many
it's
songs
mostly
did
like
you get done in
production,
2
mixing
days
stuff.
after Under the Oaks, the last stuff? we
So
did?
after the Oppenheimer show on August 5th,
Yeah.
I had the next 2 days off because like that was my weekend from work. I got everybody's entire set except for Rickety mixed in those 2 days.
Well, I mean, that's a little different. I mean,
It's a little different, but it's still a lot. You know what I mean?
I mean, what, that was
it's not
20,
e-
20
so
songs
that just
or
tells
something?
me it's not your writing process, it's your work process.
But my writing
It's the
process
same
is pretty
thing.
similar.
Yeah, exactly.
And for me, they're not separate.
Exactly. Yeah,
I'm
that's what
writing
trying
and
to get at.
recording a song that, like, the song that you hear on Spotify is
Yeah.
the first vocal that I got all the way through and didn't fuck up.
Same with the bass.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's pretty crazy to see, honestly, because like I did something like spend a few minutes like making and designing a drum pattern, and then like Levi came in and just basically like recorded 3 to 4 guitar layers, and then that was like the entire beat, the entire song, almost completely done structurally, like that quick. That was an example of one of the Paris ones.
Yeah, like.
So
come
is
up-
that where Lying Through Our Teeth started? Really was
No,
certain-
No.
That's separate. That
'Cause,
was different things for the Just Between Us thing. That was just us making stuff because we were all in the same space, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when did it really start?
Well, Lying Through Our Teeth? So I had another band before that was kind of another band that was like just me, but we played live with people. It was called Pretty Pollution. It was my Instagram handle for a long time. And I got tired of it. And I also didn't like the acronym was PP. And so the first song that I wrote that was like, oh, this isn't a Pretty Pollution song. This is a whatever my next thing is song was Take Whatever You Want, which is one of the songs that's out right now.
Underlying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wrote that song 2021, like summer 2021. And it didn't come out for like a year and a half later. But that was the first song that I wrote, like, this is something else.
Right.
And then I had that Tulsa Jesus Freak cover. That's one of the first Lana cover, and also the first song that came out under the Lying name.
You might want to preface this by saying how much music you have on a hard drive somewhere
I have
that you
terabytes.
can turn into Lying Through Our Teeth stuff. It wasn't necessarily designed for this, but it is for this.
That is so funny out of context.
But I mean, like, I had 2 years where I was just kind of on the road writing music all the time.
Yeah.
Like, that was what I did, was I was traveling, working, and writing music. And so I just have hard drives that are just full of demos.
Yeah.
And they're all kind of done. And
Yeah.
some of them are good.
So, but to get back to it, what's the time frame? So, was it like you left Pretty Pollution immediately, and then you already knew Guy at the time, and did you just sort of
No.
no?
Yeah. You kind of had like all this stuff going at the same time.
Yeah, like I wrote like that first song that was like, oh, this is something else.
So were you writing stuff for Lying on your own for a bit, and then you were like, I want to play this live, and then
Yes.
you started.
So I was
seeing-
also on the move. I was in like Alaska and Ireland and Ohio and stuff. Like I was all over the place writing and recording. And then I was like, okay, I am officially moving back. I want to start playing this stuff live, and started reaching out to like Guy and Evan
right, and you
about
you,
getting
yeah.
a live band.
That was a
together.
similar time as when we started
Planning
Levi and
shows,
Levi
yeah.
stuff and planning shows and all that.
So like 2021.
This was not until
Late-
like
yeah,
late
20,
2022, early
yeah.
2023.
December
See, that
2020.
Probably
makes
did,
sense
yeah.
because like one of the things that perplexes me is like, you know, I'm probably more involved in the scene now than when I was playing shows, but like I had no knowledge of you when I was playing shows.
Yeah, I mean,
it
like,
sucks 'cause,
we
like,
had done a couple things in North County, and I'd played a
Yeah.
couple shows in a couple different bands, but like
'Cause
I didn't know anybody.
What sucks was like I stopped playing. You know, I stopped my last band that played shows almost like a year ago today, and I had a job where I was working the weekends a lot, so I never really got to shows, and then all of a sudden I went to like one of your guys' in like February, and I'm like, where do these guys come from? And I was like, fuck.
We said the same thing.
Did we have any good shows in February?
No.
No.
When did Levi and Levi start? Because it had to be somewhere between then.
It's like October or something.
Yeah, that's October.
Wow, you guys barely missed me. Yeah.
What was that? Oh, the other thing I was gonna say is with Levi's older project, like Pretty Pollution and stuff like that, it's almost more of like an electronic, like indie pop project in a lot of ways. So it kind of like demystifies why it has the like drum machines and that kind of production style in the line.
The Pretty Pollution stuff sucks. It's not good.
Yeah.
But you listen to it, and then you listen to Lying Through Your.
That wasn't-
But you
That
should
wasn't
go
your-
listen to it on Spotify so it has more monthly listeners than
That
Lying
wasn't your
Through Our
first band, was it?
It was kind of the first band that like was my band. You know what I mean? Like I'd played in other
Do you
people's
just not
stuff.
operate well in like
Group settings?
Yeah.
It's not that. It's just that I've always sat at home.
Yeah.
And I've always produced my own music, so it's like.
Yeah, it's fair.
From my point of view, it's more a lack of staying in one city or location for more
I mean,
than
since
couple years.
COVID, I have not lived in a place.
So you
For
know,
more than a couple
you're
months at a
definitely the
time.
visionary, and then I'm assuming you picked up Guy because you know you need a bassist.
and a little guy.
Yeah, except I didn't play bass.
Really?
Yeah, like I'm not actually like a bassist. I played guitar. I've played bass. Like I own a really weird bass, but I've never played bass live before this band.
Do you
No,
like-
that's
do
not
you-
actually true.
Do you,
I've played bass live, but I haven't like
It
been
was
a
just-
bassist.
You just
He is
picked
my
it up.
friend, and we work well together.
right? That's what most people should do. Is like that. Do you enjoy playing the bass?
It's really fun. It's so good, and it's helped me like in a lot of other musical.
Does he know
areas.
he's not supposed to break strings?
You went from guitar to bass, yeah?
I did, and yeah.
I feel like a lot of guitar. I mean, I think it's 50-50. Like I think lead guitarists really hate the bass, and they're just. Like,
I'm not a lead guitarist.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Me neither. And it was like one of those things where it's like I was always a rhythm guitarist because I was bad at guitar.
So you're a good bassist.
So I loved the bass. I really loved the bass. The problem was you know, when I joined bands, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be singing in this band. I mean, I could be playing bass in the band, but it's like, if you're hiring me, it's because you want me for my singing, and it's like, you know, I could play bass, but it's like for me, it's just like what you were saying earlier, like it's so challenging to play bass and sing at the same time because I think the bass provides like a counter rhythm to like the rhythm guitar. That's why a lot of singers play rhythm guitar is because it's designed to be functional. The two are designed to coexist.
One of my favorite things about like the specifically the 3-piece lineup that we have right now,
Yeah.
is I spend maybe half the set playing guitar. Like all of the verses
Yeah, there's a
are
lot
just
of like it's just bass and
it's just
singing
bass and drums and me
Yeah.
howling something and feeding back.
It also
So-
isn't like your particular like a normal bass sound. I mean, it is a wall.
It's
of
a big bass sound.
and the bass is probably louder than the guitar for
Yeah.
the most part. Like it's huge.
So we have like a compressor and or a fuzz running into the amp sim that they have, which is pretty
But
big.
it's fucking
But
huge.
you mentioned that sometimes you'll be howling and the bass and the drums are going off, providing the rhythm. Do you ever think like, you know, maybe what could be useful is to get like a designated guitarist to do their job in the band, or is that something?
Yes, I'm interested in having another guitar player in the dynamic. But another thing that's a thing is we don't practice
Oh yeah,
Very true.
At all?
at all.
we did.
This
for
is
a
the
long-
most
from-
time everyone in this room
This
has
is
spent
the
together.
most
Yeah.
we've ever spent together. Yeah, like
Every
Yeah,
single show
probably
that
in
you've
the
seen
past 6
me
months.
at, except for the first two, there was no practice before it.
Is
so
that-
we practiced like 2 or 3 times, got the
No,
set
it was
down.
it was way more than.
Do you
2 or
guys
3
like it that
times.
way,
All
or
of
is-
like basically all of winter
Keeps
we
the
were practicing
performance
before we
energy
even
up.
played
Yeah.
our first show. So we
practiced
practiced
a couple times, got
played
the
a
set
first
down.
show, did a couple more, and then
We all
So that'd be
practice.
weird
Now
if
we
you got a
just run it.
guitarist and you're like, hey, welcome to the band. We don't practice actually,
Yeah.
so.
It's
Do-
the
is it-
anti-rickety cliffs.
Yeah, this guy's.
like
Nerds.
if we practiced, we would definitely be more locked in. But
Right.
you know, with the coordination and everything.
I mean,
and the
this
fact
is
that we can
also-
just run the set.
This is the first time that I haven't worked 50, 60 hours
That's
a
true.
week
I
in
was thinking
a long time.
That's what it was. It was just like, hey, I mean, like,
And Guy's been out of town. Evan's getting back into school and stuff. And we all live in different places. I live down in like fucking Midway now.
would you have a designated spot to practice at? Or
We kind of
Yeah,
did,
we
but
did
we
have
lost
it.
it, which is
Yeah.
another reason that we haven't been practicing as much.
Yeah.
so if you could,
Now we might have another one too.
if you could, would you?
I'm interested
little
in
more.
it, but I also
more.
don't know anyone that I would be like, this is the...
No.
Oh,
I mean,
you
I'm
mean
talking about.
practice more. Or
I'm
get a
talking about like
guitarist?
if you could practice more.
Oh, yes, we would.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that something you're working on, or you're kind of?
It's something that we
We'll get
should be
there.
working on.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
There you go.
yeah.
Everyone's on like opposite ends of the county. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
True.
Right.
Now a little less. Now a little less.
That's always so hard. I mean, I'm blessed that, you know, in the projects I've had and future projects, it's like I've never been able to practice here, but everyone who I've worked with has had a place to practice at. So I've been thankful for that because it's huge. There's so many things that go into like starting a band. One of them is practice space. One of them is transportation. That's what a lot of the other people don't realize is like if they're not your high school friends, where are you gonna find bandmates? The best place to do it is college campuses. So you put a bunch of flyers on college campuses. Let's say you want a drummer because everyone in the
the
scene,
hardest part.
yeah, everyone in the scene is already playing drums for somebody. Okay, so let's get some new talent. Let's go to some colleges and see some young guys from out of town who want to join a band. Well, guess what? They don't have a car. They don't have a space. They don't have anything. You might as who cares if they play drums if they can't fucking show up? That's a huge frustrating thing. And that's why you see drummers play for like fucking 4 different bands.
Yep.
When we were on this the first time, I was still fucking sleeping in my van.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a fucking insane 2023. I mean, like, I've gone through like 15 different jobs. I was sleeping in my van. I've lived in like 3 or 4 different places since then. It's a little chaotic. The fact that we managed to have a band together at all, and then I can like sit down and mix things every once in a while, is bonkers.
I mean, that was a talking point that I had with Magnol. When Magnol Collective came on, was they're a lot more like an operation. It's collective. There's a lot of them, and each one has a specialized job. And it just goes to show that the fact that, you know, you guys pump out, you know, more shows than them. And I love Magnol shows. You guys pump out more shows than them. It's like, it's really, you have to think like, oh, that's like 2 guys doing that. That's a lot.
There is a breakneck element to the Levi and Levi operation.
Mm-hmm.
We are behind schedule as we speak. Don't
How can
worry.
you say that? I mean, how can you say that when you have like stuff lined up till February?
There's stuff that still needs bands right now. And don't tell the bands that because
Oh,
I don't know.
I'm in some bands.
I don't know. For me, like,
because we have bands all the time hitting us up asking for shows, but
yeah, exactly. There's always bands out there looking for shows.
yeah,
And-
I mean, there's, you know, we like to have a flyer and a lineup and everything done a minimum of 30 days out, but it's difficult because the end of our year is extremely busy right now.
Yeah.
And like we have some lineups that are difficult to build out in a proper way right now.
I have a question. Is
Just one?
just one for now.
Okay.
Yeah, I might have more developing later.
Okay, cool.
A misconception is that like I make questions before. Sometimes I do, and typically I do, but I typically just have a knack for just like building off. So I wanted to know, have you guys had like trouble like, because you do a lot of shows, like making it so like, oh, I feel like it's the same bands at every show. Have you had a problem
We're
mixing
dealing
it
with
up?
that right now.
Okay.
Like we're seeing a little bit of a decrease in our like
Turnout.
not necessarily turnout because our turnout's actually been relatively on average decent lately, right? But it's more on like the Instagram side of things. Like that's kind of where we track stuff mostly, and we're seeing a little bit of a decrease right now in our engagement and
It
such.
could be like the
So
time of year.
It
kids are
could be
going back
that
to
too.
school.
I mean, everyone's going back to
Mhm.
school and stuff. So like, it's definitely changed. But we're very much trying. Like, we are mixing. Like, everything after New Year's is probably banned. Like, probably hopefully like half bands that we haven't worked with before, you know.
That's exciting.
You know, we're
That's great.
really trying to get more into the emo scene. We're trying to book a little more hardcore stuff.
Is it
you know?
hard to kind of go outside?
Yes.
Why is it hard?
Because okay, this is like, you know, I mean, we get made fun of because we book the Rickety Cliffs a lot. I hit up somebody in the I hit up the Rickety Cliffs account. Within 30 minutes, they tell us if they're able to go there, you know. And you hit up a smaller band or a band that doesn't play as often or whatever,
Or just a band that doesn't know you.
exactly, yeah. And
It's fucking impossible.
yeah.
You see, that's something that like I would be surprised because you guys are well known. You guys have a good following. I'm sure like you said, there's bands that hit you up all the time saying like
so like there's these the bands that play the most in the scene. That is their job, you know. I mean, like, look at somebody, you know, like, I mean, like, just use the Rickety Cliffs as an example. Those guys, they know that every weekend they're playing a show, no matter if it's on the calendar or not. You know, like, they are going to play a show that weekend. But even, like, lying through our teeth here, you know, it's like not everyone here, you know, everyone here except for me has a life. So
real.
It takes, you know, it like everyone has to be hit up and everyone has to be, you know, like, make sure that everyone's available months in advance, you know. But it's like a band that plays every weekend. They know that they're probably busy that day already, you know. And you hit them up and you get an answer immediately, you know. And then like, you know, there's like this next layer down where it's like they have to, you know, they have like 5 or 6 members or you know even more, and they have to check with everyone. Everyone has to clear their schedule. Somebody has to get time off of work or whatever, you know. And by then, you know, it's like it takes them a week to get back to you. When it's like there are these bands that are just so easy to work with that you end up working with them more frequently because they're kind of like a default.
Yeah, that's something you got to think of. You know, when you put it like that, it's something we go through a lot. Is like don't get me wrong, and sometimes, you know, we do have stuff planned out ahead of time.
But you texted us about this yesterday.
Exactly, because the thing is like. It's like an issue between me and Andrew. It's like we work week to week, and we don't find out about our schedules until that week. So it's like, of course, we have people who like we have in the back of our minds that we've talked to that we want to have on, but we won't really know until they're on or not until like that week. And if typically we'll be like we'll have like a period at the beginning of the week, be like, do you guys want to come on? Yes or no? But the thing is, it's like it's a podcast. It's really easy for us to be like, you want to come on? Yes, we're good. Shows don't work like that. I know.
Yeah, I mean, everything needs to be. I mean, it really depends, but I mean, a lot of the time it is like when we first get the show date. I mean, we are, you know, we're probably going to start booking shows in January, February. You know, these dates we have in January and February, in the next month or so here. You know, within the next month, and then normally what happens is you get down to the, you know, you get a little closer in, and then things get a little more drastic when it's like, oh, this band just keeps going being wishy-washy or whatever. And then you hit up a band that you know is easy to work with, you know, and then it's like, oh, boom, you're done, you know, and it's like the lineup's done.
So that's why Rickety Cliffs and Squeaky Buddha are on every single one of our bills.
But at the end of the day, I mean, it's like there's so many bands out there. But I think it's a similar thing that I go through. It's like I don't want to book a band that I've never heard before. I need to see you. I need to know you. I need to shake your hand.
That helps a lot too. I mean, we've definitely booked bands at other people's shows because we're like, hey, you guys have a good sound, and a lot of it too is like, you know, disorganized bands don't get booked as much. Like, that is just a thing. Like, if you show up to a show and you're late or your drummer doesn't have all of his stuff set up or, like, whatever it is, like, before your set time, you know, like, that is stuff that gets paid attention to, you know. Or it's like you're whiny about a backline or whatever it might be, you know. Like, that stuff matters because it's ease of putting a show on,
I'm starting to understand why my last band didn't have a lot of shows.
People pay attention, you know. Like that stuff does matter.
Yeah.
Life's a performance. All the time. Someone's watching.
Everyone's watching all the time.
Right. And you never know when you're going to be on that show. What would you do? That's why you always.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Jan Quiones, right?
I've never seen the show, but I understand the premise of they put people in these weird situations.
You've been on it.
No.
You've never seen it. How would you know?
Yeah, how would you know?
That's true.
There's a whole part where the guy comes out and he's like,
maybe
hey.
you were in the background.
Oh, maybe. But I feel like I would have seen the cameras. How do people in New York who like are a part of like?
I've spent some time in New York. It's very annoying.
How do people in New York?
How do people in New York who are a part of the Impractical Jokers pranks like not know it's them? Like it's them. They're like
come
it's,
on.
It's like on their 12th
like,
season.
Are we still making Undercover Boss seasons right
Well, that
now?
makes sense because it's like it's not the same boss every episode on the highest rated.
Yeah, but
you
like
know.
if you're getting followed around with a camera and a guy with a fake mustache, like
Do you know? Have you seen the show?
Undercover Boss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know they tell the people it's like
Well, yeah, they tell them that.
it's
but,
like oh it's a reality TV show.
But no one buys
Yeah,
that.
yeah, but how
I
gullible
would
do you have
never
to
buy
be?
that. I would never buy that.
Undercover Levi's fucking terrible.
Well, you know they do get made a lot of the time, but you know it's I don't know.
I wonder if they just have to like go in, and then like if they get found out, they just have to like back out of that part of the episode or whatever.
That's what they
But
do.
if
I mean,
it
they
it doesn't fit the narrative. Yeah, I don't know.
well, they'll
Yeah.
be like that. They'll be like, "Oh my god!" They'll build up the drama. They're like, "He's on to me. What's going on?" And they'll be like, "Are you the boss? Are you the boss of whatever establishment?" And they'll be like,
no.
"Oh shit, you knew." But they wear disguises.
That's what happens when I'm at Valvoline and somebody's like, "What's that guitar doing in your trunk? Are you in a band? What's your name?"
What's Valvoline?
The oil change place.
I'm sorry. I don't.
This is about how somebody at Valvoline was like, "Is that a guitar? Are you in a local band? What's your name? You aren't one of those fucking Levi's, are you?"
Yeah. Or the time we were
Is this a
in and
true
out.
story?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Oh.
Or like the time we were in and out, we got recognized. That was brutal. And then the next day, I got recognized at Albertsons. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I recognized Levi when he smacked me in the 100 Gex pit.
Oh God! I decked Guy and their
Yeah.
partner in the 100 Gex pit so hard.
Yep.
You actually
Yep.
went to that show? Wow.
It was
great.
Dude,
much
so did
fun.
I.
Oh, Andrew, you went to
Can
the
we get a
100
ska counter number 2?
Okay.
100 Gex is all ska, dude.
Are they
All
really
right.
ska?
Yep, all ska. Almost like at least half of the new album. is ska.
around for any of the Gex covers.
Oh no,
We've done Hollywood Baby a couple times.
that's sick.
Was that? I
It
haven't
goes
seen-
hard.
I don't know. If
Yeah, I
I've
gotta
seen
learn that one.
How are you gonna learn if you don't practice?
That's okay. Hey, I'm borrowing a bass
There's
from
a
Levi.
thing-
The bass I've been playing and practicing on. It's
Hear
been
it.
great.
Where are we at time, Andrew?
Yep, we might have to.
2 hours.
Oh,
We got another 2 to go, guys. Let's go.
Jesus Christ, please.
I haven't eaten in
We
9
hit the
hours.
2.
Please.
Jesus Christ.
Please.
Okay,
The
well,
2 hour
we
mark.
never end on a time break. So, do you guys want to end on a side tangent, or do you guys want to do something weird with the TV?
I want to end on a piss break.
That was not.
That's not
one of
how
the-
you end.
That was
you
not
gotta
one
do
of the
something.
options.
Oh no.
You're gonna take a piss without taking a shot?
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I thought. Have you guys listened to Utopia by
Not really.
Wait, who?
This is your what, 4th piss break?
Hell yeah. Hydration gang!
Yep, hydration gang represent. I got you.
What?
That's an HG right there.
Where's the G? How do you do the G?
That's a G right. See that?
I'm trying. Well, the G you understand it goes backwards when you.
No, it's-
right way though.
Guy's got it down.
Yeah.
see, can I
This is
see?
impressive
That
work.
looks pretty good, Nikki.
It's all right.
It's pretty
I
good
mean,
at
you can't do
hydration
much
gang.
with your thumb. Like, where else would you put it?
What?
Like when you're making the H.
You know, it's funny. We're doing like back-to-back shows with people who do organized shows. I posed the question to Magnol if they would do a show in Mexico. Would you guys ever do a show in Mexico?
I don't see why not, but there's definitely a lot more like that adds a lot of layers to it.
Yep.
Because
What do you think? What do you think, Dick?
Because I told them this, and I'll tell you, I know a bar that I'm friends with right on the border of Tijuana where they have a stage and like just like a drum kit and everything. So if you get the bands that are willing to just do that, I mean, I don't know. Would Lying be down to do that?
What was the question?
I would have to get passport
Mexico show.
first,
Yeah, you would.
but
probably.
then after that, I would.
I don't know.
Totally be for it.
You know, I went to TJ a few times over summer just because.
Because you're a dad on vacation in Cuba.
Exactly, and the drinks and cigarettes are just so cheap down there, and it's so cool. You can go to a bar and like a nice bar, and like order cigarettes on the tab and smoke inside. It's a vibe. It's really just tremendous, and obviously you can get the banned cigarettes there that are banned here, but there's a bar like right on the border that has like a little sides kind of stage, you know, like that a bar would with a drum
we'd have
kit.
to have doors about 4 hours before the first band plays,
So you can get your drinks in.
and so that
I mean,
you get across.
if
in
you're
time.
expecting like people from the scene to show up,
That
I
ain't
would
happening.
I would doubt it.
I suspect we have almost zero pull in Mexico. That's the thing.
But I mean, come on, it's Mexico.
Actually, Tulsa Jesus Freak did pretty well in Mexico.
Oh, did it now?
Yeah.
Yep.
We got
Thank you,
fans down there.
Spotify stats.
Mexico City and Poland are actually the top cities for Lying Through Our Teeth.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, that's Poland is
Or-
not a city.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
Poland's
Wait,
like this big.
all
you know
of
what
the
I just
countries in
remembered the
Europe
other
are
day? You know what
cities.
I just remembered the other day? That one guy said England is my city.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like that guy said that.
What was his name?
I
No.
don't even know. It doesn't matter. He literally
In the Jake
said
Paul
that.
song or something?
How could you possibly say that?
He did say that.
Lying Through Our
Yeah,
Teeth did
anyways.
very well in Poland
The-
with the Lana covers, and also Mexico City.
But you never played there.
No.
It was just.
No, I just
Playlists, Spotify.
Yeah.
Interesting. The algorithm is a funny thing. A very-
Lana Del Rey is a funny thing.
It's true.
Yeah. Very interesting. Well, I'm going to take a shot of the Chi-Chi's Mexican mudslide made with rum, blend with ice. Or that's not what we're doing.
It is nice and room temperature.
Does not say if it's aged or not.
It's just.
Just the time
it's
it was
probably
on the
just
shelf
like
at
vodka
Albertsons.
mixed with chocolate milk or something, dude. I swear. Chocolate beverage. That's what it's mixed with.
What are we doing right now? What are
Trying
we
to look
doing?
for hate comments.
Oh, come on.
Are we actually looking at hate comments?
I don't think there's.
Hold on, I'm gonna try this one more time.
Hi, you've been tuned in to the snooze room. Wake up.
Can you do a fry version?
Wake
A fry
up.
version
Like
of
a
what?
vocal fry version?
Yeah, let's do a vocal.
Like metal scream, or
Yes.
just like the
Wake up.
No,
Or the-
loud.
The Dave Mustaine.
You know, just kind of like.
That's not really a vocal fry. That's just guy who needs like throat surgery.
Watch him become a god.
It's not vocal fry?
No,
Yeah, it is.
that's just you need a
I thought
cough
vocal
drop.
fry was like, that is vocal fry.
Well, see, but there's also the metal scream vocal fry.
Oh.
But then there's like.
that thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's no hate comments, like I said. Oh, what? Oh, hell
Got it.
nah. What the fuck?
2 months ago.
Cancel the snooze room.
Who said that?
Justin Mulder, 78.
That's a
17.
fake account. That's a bot account. No,
Open- open up that account.
That's
Let's see.
straight up.
What's posted on that? Oh boy, health video. Let's
I
watch.
genuinely thought that was a picture of
All right.
Reese.
Silence,
not
guys.
Justin.
We need to listen to this.
This is for a
Wait, is this?
school account. This is for a project.
I'm glad we're still at 2 speeds.
This is when Justin got caught vaping.
He had to do this?
Yeah, that's what they want you to feel. They put in other chemicals that make it taste better and feel better in your brain. And they're also making them burn quicker so that you have to buy more. You're just a dollar sign to them, Austin. What? I didn't know any of that. Austin, you gotta stop smoking. It can ruin your life. It can also ruin your family's life.
I don't even want this thing, man.
That's the spirit.
How can it ruin my family's lives?
It can.
You mean like when I smoke,
How-
they can get secondhand
How do you
smoke, get
post
lung
hate
cancer
comments
too?
from an account that has this content on it?
No, man, I've been doing this for years.
You're an
Yeah, let's not pull up my personal account.
Dude, I have deep videos of Reese Caston from
Hey,
elementary
keep playing that
school.
shit.
How do I get the help I need? Well, first,
This has 0
find your
likes.
family that you're addicted. You find people that
It's
love
about to
you.
have one.
Yeah.
Justin
Alright, I will. You know where I can
vapes
find that?
chronically.
Nuh-uh.
There are
Nuh-uh.
No views. This is the second or third view on this video. This wasn't even played for like a school.
This is what you get
Like
for
it
saying.
wasn't. The first play of this video was like them clicking it to make sure it worked
This is what
on
you
YouTube.
get for saying cancel
Glad
snoozer.
people who don't smoke can do fun things like surf,
No, they can't.
skate,
No. Definitely not skating.
and they can also play guitar.
That's kind of sick.
Just remember, smoking's a joke.
That's the best
Alright, back
video
to
I've
Rocket
ever
League.
watched.
Holy shit.
That puts my YouTube channel to shame.
I wanna find more YouTube accounts of our haters. This is interesting. Let's go down this rabbit. Let's go down this
I'll
rabbit
try to
hole.
bring one next time. Reese Caston.
No, I mean like people who hated on our comment section. Like there was one guy who said, yeah, the don't recommend this channel button is looking real good right now. And I'm like, fuck you, guy. Anyways,
That made the whole podcast worth it right there.
I know.
I'm.
But no one's gonna see it, which is the good thing.
Oh no, I've got plans already.
I think there's people who put hate the last.
you can watch YouTube Shorts on desktop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
think there
pretty
was
wild.
I think there was a lot of haters.
I think that's how you regain your virginity right there.
You regain it.
Yeah, by watching Shorts.
I think there was a lot of haters on the last time you guys came on.
I'm sure there was.
So-
Yeah, people don't like us. Well, people actually
No.
don't like one of us a lot more than the other
Yeah.
one.
7
I don't like
comments.
either one of them.
Yeah.
Psych. Brain cells depleted. Fuck you.
Are you all
Yellow
okay?
Tam, Rachel.
If you give a mouse a cookie, give a man a fish. Feed him before I die.
That was a fun short.
All right, let's.
All right, let's watch
What
this
you
one.
got, Rachel?
All right, let's watch the weigh-in.
These are
no.
just.
Oh, I read
on
that title
YouTube
wrong.
have asked me for an update.
This is sad, bro. Oh
No,
my
this is
Good or
like a
god.
legit
which
video.
did 2 things. One, it reminded me that there are people over here
Hold
on
on,
YouTube
we gotta
that care
stop
about
this.
my journey.
No.
This is a legitimate journey. You know what? Respect for that, but I don't know how. This
I'm happy
person was
for
on
her,
your
but I don't
guys'
have
YouTube
anything nice to
comments.
say about her.
She didn't even hate.
If
There
you
was.
give a man a fish, then
I'm gonna be honest.
Why?
We got
What
the
is
Rocket
the?
League going.
You guys are hitting a weird algorithm. That's all I'm gonna say here. It's unrelated. Or is it?
This isn't even. Where's the Levi videos? Let's at least look at that before we send things off.
Oh, hold on, I
We
saw my
skipped
name.
Something.
I don't think that was them included in the video though.
Really?
Oh, it's about the 9/11 show.
Oh.
That apparently is real. That's
Did you
fucking
think
cra-
we were lying? What the fuck?
They started the countdown a year ago.
Oh, that guy, dude! That comment was so funny. Oh my god.
Oh, this one is about us, yeah.
This is also a wonderful admission of
In
the
your bowling class.
failings of our supposed higher learning institutions. You fucking nerd. Oh, what?
Oh, this one was a banger.
This fucking guy. This fucking.
Hey, we
guy,
gotta check out this guy's
smart ass
channel.
piece of shit.
Big gaming.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Whoa, you already watched his videos.
You gotta watch out for those 21-second videos.
You watch? I don't know.
With 11 views.
Wow, dice.
They've been recommending those big time in the YouTube.
Okay, let's look at your fucking
Recommended.
stupid clip before I.
That
It didn't even.
That was
fucking
nuts.
blow up.
Crazy, bro!
was
Whoa.
nuts.
I don't. Okay. just do the outro. Just.
All right, hold on.
Ready?
Hold on.
Okay.
Run it. Let me talk over it.
Okay.
Hi, you've been tuned into the snooze room. Wake up. 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 Wake
Good morning, it's 12:12 a.m.
All right, that was the snooze room, and we're not lying when we say lying through our teeth. Nearly came in here, and I guess Levi's also here too, taking shots, making lots of great first impressions. Except it's, I don't know. Anyways, they got a single coming out on November 10th. It's a full EP. It's a full
show.
It's a show
At Humble Hearts.
There's one this Friday, and an album release show on November 10th. But come out this Friday. This is gonna be out before that show. So thank you. Please come in. Please watch them. Please subscribe. Please do what you can. We love you.
Wake up! Wake the fuck up!
Peace out. Fest 3s on Black
Let's go.
Friday.